Hey, welcome everybody to another edition of the C3 Friday Free for All, the show for Panthers fans and by Panthers fans. You already know what it is. If you would like to be a part of the conversation we are having tonight, feel free to join via StreamYard. I have pinned the link to the top of the YouTube and Facebook chat. We appreciate y'all for spending your Friday evenings right here with the C3 Panthers podcast. Shout out to my man Sean Butler in the chat. Brad, what's up, dude? And my man C3 Dougie in the building. I wish YouTube wouldn't change up y'all's names every other week so I would know exactly who I'm talking to. But hey, man, y'all already know I appreciate y'all. My man Daniel Castro, 28 Tyrone. We appreciate each and every single one of y'all for hanging with the C3 Legion. It's rivalry week, boys. We got the Aints coming into town, and I'll tell you what, they might just be tanking. If we have a wonderful opportunity to assert our dominance, and boys, we are right in the thick of it. We can make a push at the top spot in the NFC South. Man, I love it. It's a damn good time to be a Panthers fan. First up, let me welcome my boys. First up, you know him, you love him. He probably gonna tell you to shut the hell up. He's got a full belly. There's Panther Pickle. Pickle, what's up, bro?
What's up, folks? Let me tell you something. Let's get this out of the way real quick. To any New Orleans Saints in shouting distance, shut the hell up, fool.
Tell them.
Saint fans, they tried to tell me that they was going to whip us. Shit. Man, they couldn't whip. You know what? If we was playing all our backups and third stringers and guys off a practice squad, we could still whoop them punks.
Tell it.
Fact.
Tell it. Hey, man, dude, this is one of those games that we have to win. We cannot sleep on them because it is the division rival. But, boys, they are trading away players. It seems like they're tanking, man. And I don't blame them, man. They are one of the worst teams in the NFL.
They've ever done is to tank.
Dude, but this is why we need to assert our dominance. Next up, we got my boy back on the free for all, Wes Justin. Justin, what's up, dude?
What's up, baby?
Hey, baby, what's up, bro?
How y'all been?
Chilling, brother. How you living, man?
Man, I'm living. I can't complain, you know.
Yes, sir. Hey, hit that like, hit that subscribe, hit that notification bell for every single time the C3 Panthers podcast goes live. And don't be shy, y'all. We don't bite. I know Pickle seems mean as hell, but I promise he's a good dude. Jump on here.
Listen, y'all, let me tell you a secret. If I wanted to bite, I don't have enough teeth to bite.
Oh, shit. See, he's harmless. He's like a chihuahua. He ain't got enough teeth to hurt you, man. Come on up in here. Come on up in here.
I guess he didn't say poodle. I should be happy with that.
Yeah, exactly. Be a part of the conversation. Jump in here. We're talking division rival football here today as the Panthers are number 2 in the division.
Right.
Boys,
Who's number 3?
It's not the Saints.
It's the Atlanta Falcons. What's the Atlanta Falcons record, Justin? Do you know?
Shit, have they only won like 2?
It's worse than ours, I'll tell you that.
They won 3 games.
Oh,
you know who I ain't seen poking his little head up around anywhere? Red Swarm.
Hey, don't say it out loud. Don't say it out loud. You know what? He's like the Sandman. You say his name a couple times, he pops up. But hey, boys, let's jump into it. Carolina Panthers taking on the New Orleans Saints. The New Orleans Saints at home, but they are trading away players. They have traded away Rashee Rice. Let me bring up the graphic from Sunday's show. But Rashee Rice and Trevon Moehrig have both been traded away.
Bye, love. Bye, happiness.
So look, let me ask y'all this:
that Rashee Rice gonna whip our ass later on this season? But we'll talk about that.
You know, one thing at a time, right? But the Saints have gotten rid of Trevor Penning and they've gotten rid of Rashee Rice. Boys, this is a perfect opportunity for the Carolina Panthers to assert their dominance in the division. Is this a trap game? Are we taking, are we not taking them seriously enough as fans? Are they going to come in here and play us tough? Or should the Panthers be expecting to go in there and lay the belt to ass on this New Orleans Saints? It's a free-for-all, boys. Jump on it.
I expect that us fans may be taking them light. But we're fans. We're allowed to. But we really are. We're allowed to do that. The coaches, the players, they're not allowed to do that. All right? They're not allowed to do that.
Right.
And if that happens, then I'll just say it. I'll think a little bit less of our leaders, a little bit less of our coaches, because the leaders and the coaches are responsible to make sure that don't happen. Yeah, right. I'm talking to J.C. Horn. I'm talking to Derrick Brown. I'm putting Bryce Young on the page. I'm talking to Rico and Chuba. I'm talking to all them sons. All right? Yep. Your leaders on that team. It's your job. It's your responsibility. Wallace carries that green dot. Was he just supposed to pass messages? No, I did that in kindergarten once. Got my ass whipped in the 3rd grade over it. Passed the wrong note to the wrong girl, and the boy wasn't happy about it. Anyhow, you know what? We got to stay on pack, but our team, the players have to make sure when they walk in there, hey, you know what, Cody? It's a good opportunity for our young defensive ends to step up. It's time for our linebackers, outside edge rushers, to break that record. It's time to get off that snad of no sacks and no blitzes or no pressures. They get plenty of pressure, but they ain't making it home. They ain't taking on a seasoned vet this time. It's time to make that boy known.
Well, and you know what? They've
himself to the mat.
They've traded away Trevor Penning, and I've also heard that their guard, I believe their left guard, is also injured. So this is another one of those games where if our defense is going to come alive and get after the quarterback and sack the quarterback like we need to, this is an opportunity to do it. I mean, they started this season with Spencer Rattler. They have since sat his ass down, and now Tyler Shuck is out there chucking the ball to the other team. So let me go to my man Justin. Justin, is this a trap game, or should the Panthers be expecting to go out there and whoop some ass in a dominant fashion?
So I have to say something.
Yeah,
Did
man.
You say Tyler Fuck?
Nah. I mean,
sorry.
I don't know. I mean,
okay. We'll skip that.
I'm gonna say no, but if that's what you heard, then whatever, man, whatever. So yeah, man. What do you think about it? Is
I want to do to them what the Bills did to us this year. Yeah.
Yeah. So belt to ass.
Yeah.
Yeah. Taking them out. Yeah. All right. I like that.
Who's their starting quarterback right now?
Tyler Fuck. Shuck.
Okay. All right.
Yeah. Their quarterback, neither of their quarterbacks have been playing well, which is why they're looking at potentially having the number 1 overall pick in the draft. Shout out to Brandon Malone, because he says if we stop Kamara, this is a blowout. Now, we also have some injuries on our team that could potentially affect the way that this matchup looks, but we'll get into that. Let me welcome in Bryce RN. Bryce, what's up, dude?
What's up, bro?
Oh,
how you doing, man?
It's my dude.
Good. How about you?
Oh, I'm doing good, man. Hey, tell me what you think about this matchup this Sunday against the New Orleans Saints. Is this a trap game? Or are they going to give us a tough out? Or are the Carolina Panthers going to go in there and dominate like we feel like we can?
Oh, it's going to be a tough game, but I think the Panthers got this.
All right, tell me why.
Well, I mean, Chuba, he's a dog, not going to lie.
Okay.
So, I mean, I think if they give him the ball, if he doesn't get injured, I think they got that.
All right. So you said
he's got to have a big game sometime this season, right?
Yeah, so you said Chuba. I noticed you didn't say Rico Dowdle. Do you think that maybe Chuba has been a little bit slept on this year, and this is an opportunity for him to really step it up in a big way?
Yes, I really think.
Yeah. Boys, check this out, man. In the limited amount of snaps that Rico Dowdle has this season, he is already third in the NFL for rushing yards. He has the most rushing yards in the NFC at 735, but he's number 3 overall in the NFL. Guys, has Rico Dowdle cemented himself as the future of the running back position for the Carolina Panthers? And this is going to transition into another question about us not moving Chuba at the trade deadline. But how impressed are you thus far with Rico Dowdle? And do you think our future is as simple as run, Rico, run, and then we make it into the playoffs?
I think so myself. I definitely, y'all, if it was on me, Rico would be here next year.
Yeah.
Whether you franchise tag, whether you re-signed him or franchise tag him.
I'm gonna be a little mad if he's not. Honestly.
Right, exactly. And I can address that. I can address your second part to the question now.
Let me just ask it so that way everybody knows. The Panthers decided not to move on from Chuba Hubbard. Now, apparently, the rumors were they had a bunch of different offers for him. The Steelers, the Patriots, a couple other teams were interested in acquiring the services of Chuba Hubbard. That would have taken his contract off of our hands, and we probably would have netted somewhere around a 5th or 6th round pick in return for Chuba. We also have a very loaded running back room, considering next year we'll have Jonathan Brooks coming back. We just drafted Trevor Etienne. Now you have the man, Rico Dowdle, literally looking like one of the best backs in the NFL. Did the Carolina Panthers make a mistake not trading Chuba Hubbard, or do you feel like they have a bunch of plans for him in this offense this season or even going into next year? Go ahead, Pickle.
Well, let me throw a catch-22 at you. Rico didn't practice the other day. Didn't practice yesterday. He practiced today. They said he was full go. But what happens if Rico goes hurt? Do you trust Trevor Etienne to be the sole running back on our roster?
Yeah.
I don't trust him. I like Trevor Pennington, or I like Trevor Etienne. I do. Don't misunderstand that. But I don't trust him being a rookie to go out there and carry the ball all by himself. So I would expect to say, if all you're going to get is a 6th round pick, no, I'll keep Chuba. Chuba's contract goes in through next year. If you know for 100% if you're Dan and Dave and Brandon Tillis, and you know 100% Rico's staying here, whether it's the tag or whether it's re-signing, but he's definitely staying here. Why worry about it now? You wait until next year, next offseason.
Yeah.
You wait because by before the draft, they always have an OTA segment. So you'll be able to see how good or bad Jonathan Brooks is. You'll also be able to see the development of Rico. So let's hypothetically, Cody, say you enter training camp. Jonathan Brooks looks excellent. Chuba looks excellent. Rico looks excellent. Trevor E.T. looks excellent. Then you look and you say, now, if I trade Chuba right now in training camp or at the end of preseason before the final cuts, you're going to save $6 million on cap. You're not saving that much now. So, and it ain't like Jonathan Brooks is waiting just to come back. He can't.
So, Pickle, did you think that even if Rico wasn't injured, that because of what you just said, that they still would have kept Chuba just because the finances just don't make sense?
Right. And if you've watched Rico, and it's not a cut down, somebody somewhere on a different podcast took it as a cut down, or a space. But anyway, it wasn't. But just think about this. If you watched Rico this year, when he starts and he puts out his great numbers that we all love, at the end of those games, he's cramped up a little bit. He's got some sort of issue where he's got to work out.
And now, he was hurting at the end of that Packers game.
Exactly.
He went back in the game too. He's got the heart of a lion.
Y'all know I listen to XM Radio a lot. And the Cowboys, I wish I could remember his name. The same year they picked up Rico in free agency as an undrafted free agent. They spent a 7th round pick on a quarterback, Ben Nugent, I think it was. And he said, me and Rico used to joke with each other, and Rico would always tell me that I should have been drafted and you should have went undrafted. He said, I always told him he was messed up in the head for thinking that. He said, well, I'm doing radio on XM radio, and he's breaking records for the Carolina Panthers. I believe he was right. But they say they're good friends, and I would believe that. And he had a bunch of positives to say about Rico. But he said Rico was hurt the first 2 or 3 years he was with the Cowboys. Now I don't know that, but I'm just saying it's better. It's always better, and we fans should know this. It's better to have a great backup than no backup. I mean, that's.
Oh yeah, absolutely. And listen, man, like as much as I love what Rico Dowdle is doing, you know, right. I'm real big on loyalty for anyone who knows me personally, and I feel like Chuba Hubbard has gone above and beyond to give everything that he can to this team for the past few years. So, yeah, I'm happy that he's here. Right. Let me bounce it around, Justin. What do you think? Are you happy that Chuba is still here, or do you think that the Panthers made a mistake not trading him?
Oh man, I want that 1-2 punch.
Yeah.
I do think this week. I think he's right. I think this week might be a good week for Chuba to step up and just prove to people that think he's all of a sudden a bum that he's not. I mean, look, last week I was talking him up, and then he fucking did that stupid move and dropped the ball. I didn't say shit about it in the rest of the game, but as bad as the Saints defense and like team in general is this year, I think Chuba's gonna run all over him, man. Because I mean, yeah, Rico's probably gonna play, and he's probably gonna fucking be doggy dog Rico that we know he is. But at the same time, like that run defense on the other side of the field ain't that great, bro. So,
yeah, man. So
you give Chuba the ball, he's going to find his way.
Question. Y'all, I thought about this today. It goes right along with what we're saying. If you're the Panthers, and by halftime you've got this game locked up, right? By halftime, maybe you're up 3 scores. You kind of know you've got the game in the books. Would you not not bench Rico, but kind of give him a whole lot less carries and give Chuba and maybe Trevor more carries? That way you kind of save Rico for later on next week when we're in Atlanta taking on the Falcons, or the next week when we're taking on the Rams. We've got the 49ers coming up. We've got Seattle coming up. That scares me. You know, I would save Rico for those games. Chuba's not a bad running back. If you're up at halftime and you know that you got the game, let them get the carries. I know people want Rico to have all these yards, but I'm more interested in keep Rico healthy right now, especially a meaningless game if you know you've already won it.
If there's a game where we plug in ETN and see what he can do, it will be this one. Honestly, I think we give them both a break.
Well, bro, I've noticed that they've tried to get Trevor more involved in the special teams.
I like Trevor.
Which I think is a good thing. Bro. And man, I still feel like Jimmy Horn is underutilized on special teams as a returner. I would like to see him get more involved. I think that would be a really good thing for this team.
I do like, though, Cody, here a few weeks ago, and I didn't pay enough attention. I should have. Maybe I did, and I forgot already because I am old sometimes. But I like how they involved Chuba and Rico a little bit in the special teams in the return. That's a good that's a good way to give him some yards, to keep him lubed up, warmed up, and kind of throw the defense off kilter, because defenses ain't used to seeing Chuba or Rico on a quick return. And if you throw them out there like that, that kind of catches them. You know, they can't concentrate on one returner. If you got multiple people that can do returns and you're doing that, that hurts the opposing team more than it does your team.
Yeah. Shout out to Jeff in the chat. Says Panthers ain't blowing nobody out. We don't play that style of football. Rico will have a majority of the snaps. Bro, I feel like if there was anyone this year that we had the capability of blowing out, it would be the Saints right now.
Well,
Just
we
because
blew somebody out this week.
they're hurting.
Didn't we?
Let me bring this up, and then I'm gonna welcome some more people in here too. Hang on, let me make sure I do the right one. So this is the injury report, boys. Now it's not the best, but it's not the worst either. So T-Mac, Tedoroa McMillan is questionable with a hamstring. Bryson Tremaine, questionable with a hip. We also know that our man Derrick Brown has an elbow injury. Don't know what that's about. He, however, is not listed as questionable. Does that change your idea about this matchup if T-Mac isn't able to go? Because a lot of people were saying this would be the matchup where the Panthers would get their passing attack on point. We've been rushing the ball very effectively, but if we were going to be able to push the ball downfield, it would be against the Saints. Does this change how you feel about that matchup? Potentially. Let me welcome in a couple people. We got Cardiac Cat 13 on the free for all. What's up, brother? How you living, man?
I'm doing good, man. I wanted to jump in here with you guys.
Absolutely.
Because we knocked the shit out of Green Bay on Sunday.
Yeah, buddy.
We got a winning record. And if we don't play stupid, we'll be 2 games over 500 after this Sunday.
Yes, sir. Tell me what you think about this matchup with the New Orleans Saints. Are we going to be able to run the ball straight down their throats? Is this going to be another Panthers pound the ball attack, or could we potentially open up the passing attack this Sunday?
I think we'll still be pounding the rock with Rico Dowdle, but this needs to be the game where Bryce's balls drop. Where he becomes a man and takes over.
Tell him.
This is like the worst team in the league. And true, they're NFL players and they get paid to play too, but this is his opportunity to show out. And it doesn't mean he has to throw 30 passes and have 500 yards.
Yeah.
He just needs to complete, 15 of 18 passes and have 2 touchdowns.
Yeah. Does it change your mind what we're able to do if Tedoroa McMillan isn't able to play? He has a hamstring injury and he's questionable as of the moment.
No, because I could see XL and Jalen Coker being on the outside and then putting a Jimmy Horn Jr. or what's the guy that's been inactive for the last couple of weeks?
Hunter Renfrow.
Putting Hunter Renfrow in there. If Ted can't play.
Yeah.
I don't think Ted will be out though. Like he's a baller.
No, absolutely.
He's tough as nails, dude. I don't think
he is tough as nails. Dude, we have a lot of players on this team who's tough as nails. I'm happy about what they've been able to do. Hey, man, let me welcome in my boy, Jake, back on the free for all. Jake, what's up, brother? How them steaks treating you, dog?
Hey, I'm doing good, man. I was trying to rush and get stuff done, but I'm here now.
Man.
And just to speak about Nilo, I think he's going to be good to go. A.K. Roy, by the way, Rookie of the Year, because I think he's going to be Rookie of the Year. I honestly do.
Ooh, you think so?
I do. I do believe so.
He has some stiff competition, man, between the Mecca Ibuka, Tyler Warren, and I believe the tight end from the Browns is doing pretty good as well. But you think he's got this in the bag, huh?
I do.
I think he needs to score some more touchdowns.
He does.
He wants to bag.
He definitely needs more opportunities in the red zone for sure. But I think they're going to be. I think he's going to get, as long as he plays this coming Sunday. I definitely expect him to get a touchdown, y'all. I really do. And I still think the secret to win this football game is going to be pounding the rock. I mean, it ain't really no secret no more, but there's no reason why we shouldn't be able to run against the Saints. No reason.
Yeah. So do any of you feel like this is a trap game at all? Like, I mean, look, I know we're all Panthers fans, but look, boys, let's be real. The division rival always plays you tough. And, you build your team with the idea of being able to go up against your division rivals. So I know they're on hard times right now, but I mean, could they come in and potentially give us a matchup?
I mean, it's a division game, but I feel like I'd be more worried about the Saints if they had a veteran quarterback starting. They don't. They have a rookie quarterback.
Right.
starting. And
Still not
I mean,
sleeping, though.
I'll be honest with you. I hate to say that I'm not worried about the Saints because I mean it is a division game, but truthfully, I'm not worried about the Saints, man. I just ain't.
Tell it like you
We
feel it,
know
man.
it, and the team knows it, that we still ain't good enough to overlook anybody. So,
Yeah, I ain't sleeping
and
on
who are we
nobody.
looking forward to? The Falcons? It's like, can't wait to get to the Falcons game.
Yeah. Yeah, man. I mean, listen, we were able to shut them out at home. Could you imagine if we could get 2 shutouts against our division rivals in Bank of America Stadium? Boys, that'd be
the
beautiful.
best year ever.
Oh, absolutely. That would be we'd remember that forever. I mean, we need stuff like this. Bryson, let me get you in on this, man. Do you think that the Panthers are going to be able to push the ball downfield against the Saints? Everyone knows we want to run the ball, but can the Panthers and Bryce Young specifically, can they air it out this Sunday?
Hopefully. I mean, their defense ain't very good, but
yeah, not at all very good.
Yeah, they're gonna run a lot.
Yeah, absolutely, they're gonna run a lot. But I feel like it's a next man up stat. Let me ask you all this, man. Shout out to Jeff. And Jeff, if you want to come, I've pinned come onto the show. I've pinned the link to the top of the chat. If you want to join the show, he says, honestly, the more I think about it, maybe Tet should sit this one out to fully recover. I think we still beat the Saints without him. Do y'all think there's any truth to that? Like, are we in a position where we need to risk further injuring T-Mac? Or should we just let him stay on the sidelines and push the ball to some of the other guys like Jimmy Horn, XL, who still needs another big performance? Or do y'all feel like if he can play, we should play him?
I kind of, you know what? He's right. We should. I don't think they will. But the question is, if you do, and you're a staff and you do you send the message to the rest of the team that this is going to be an easy game? I understand what he's saying, and I almost agree to it, but I'm still hesitant to do it. In a minute, I'd like to say something if you don't mind, Cody.
Yeah, well, let me get Jake in on this. Go ahead, Jake.
If he's good, in my opinion, if he's good to go, he's good to go. You know what I'm saying? If he's not, then the medical staff needs to jump in and say, hey, he's not fully healthy, and if he starts Sunday, there could be a risk that he can re-injure or make it worse. Then sit him. I completely agree with that. But like I said, if he's good to go, play him. I mean, this is an important game. I mean, it is the Saints, but it still is an important game. We need this win. We really do.
Yeah, man. All right, dude. I would love to see him have another big time game, especially against a division rival. Man, it just feels better. Justin, how do you feel about that, man? Should we sit T-Mac, or hey, man, do we need him to have another big game this Sunday for us?
I don't think he's going to sit whether we want him to or not, to be real, dude. Like I said, he's a dog. He's trying to...
No, he wants to ball out.
He came in here trying to establish himself, and that's exactly what he did. And he's not... Dude ain't slowing down, man.
Yeah.
He's about to monster shit out of a couple people this weekend.
Oh, yeah. I love that. Cardiac Cat, talk to me, man. Would you sit T-Mac, or do you think this is an opportunity for him to feast on an already bloody carcass of a New Orleans Saints football team?
Like, I would love to see him playing this weekend. You know how Canales is, though. He will sit somebody in a heartbeat if he thinks they're not, physically able to perform their duties.
Yeah.
But,
no, you're not wrong.
I think he's good to go. I mean, they said it was a precautionary thing. They're going to check him out in the morning, see how he's looking. I expect him to play and just hope he doesn't get injured in the game.
Yeah, that's my fear. That's my fear is that, I mean, obviously that's your fear with anyone. But, if he's injured, to put him out there in a game where we sort of know that we're going to be running the football like that. And almost, I do see the logic in it.
And they're going to they're still going to bring it. I mean, they got nothing to lose. They're 1-8. 1-9, something like that. They ain't gonna quit on the season. But
go ahead, Pickle. Hey, I don't know if I pinned the link to the chat. If I did not, I will fix that right now. I see some people wanting the link.
I'll chime in real quick while Cody does that. I just want to say congrats to the Charlotte FC during their playoffs.
Yeah.
I don't watch that stuff, but congrats to him anyway.
Are they winning, Pickle? Because I know they got to win today.
I don't know.
It's a must-win scenario for them in order for them to continue in the playoffs.
Like I live in Bristol, Tennessee. I watch that stuff, period. I just know that they're in it. Congrats to them.
Yeah, that's awesome.
They're in the same stadium the Panthers are, and if they can win a playoff game in Panther Stadium, my Panthers should be able to win a playoff games in Panther Stadium this year, because there's no reason why we can't compete for the division title, because the Bucks aren't that good.
I'm telling you, man. And hey, my apologies. Your boy was slacking. I thought the link was pinned, but it was
not.
You,
Cody.
I know, man. What the hell is my problem?
Folks, we try to teach him better, but sometimes
someone needs to just knock a knot on my head, man. But hey, the link is now pinned, so get on in there, bro. If y'all want to be a part of the stream, come and talk Panther football with us. Hey, real quick, I want to backtrack a little bit now that I got Jake and my man Cardiac in here. Do y'all think the Panthers made a mistake not trading Chuba Hubbard? There was rumors that there was interest in him, that they wanted him to, or some teams were wanting his services. The Patriots, the Steelers, there were a few others. And our running back room is really crowded right now. But Rico Dowdle, you have Jonathan Brooks coming back next year, Trevor Etienne, and he's pretty highly paid for a running back. Did we make a mistake not trading him, or are you happy to have him? We'll start with Jake.
You know me, Cody. I'm biased, bro. I got his jersey. I'm a huge Chuba Hubbard fan. I've been a fan of him. But to answer this question and try not to be biased at the same time, I still don't think it's a mistake that they didn't trade him. And the main reason why I don't think it's a mistake is because, as we're seeing now, Rico Dowdle is balling out. Don't get me wrong. He is absolute balling. And I think they should re-sign him and keep him. Whatever they got to do, they need to do it. But, we've been saying, 3 games now, he's got cramps. And I think he's dealing with I don't know if they listed it as a growing injury or a bruise or whatever it is he's dealing with right now. And if we trade Chuba, the only thing that we have to lean on is Etienne. And don't get me wrong, I like Etienne. But at the same time, after that, you have nobody. You really just don't.
Yeah.
So no, I don't. Right now, at this point in time, no, I do not think it was a mistake trading Chuba.
Yeah, I agree. And Pickle said it earlier too, with Rico dealing with that injury. Hey man, I love Trevor Etienne. I think he's looked good through this time. That he's been on the team, but I would prefer Chuba to be the next man up rather than Trevor Etienne right now. Hey, shout out to Jost in the chat. Says Dan Morgan DM'd him. They're currently in talks to trade with the Patriots to trade Chuba in exchange for Christian Gonzalez. Well, damn. That'd be a blockbuster trade. Too bad the deadline's already passed. That sucks.
Know your NFL football, boy.
Oh, dang.
Let the Pickle call your ass out on that bullshit, folks.
Yep. Cardiac, let me get you in here, man. Tell me what you feel about this.
I'm glad we didn't trade Chuba. He's a damn good running back. If anything happens to Rico, you can plug him right in.
Right, exactly. That's what I said earlier, brother. Go ahead.
And the bad thing is, the reason he didn't get traded is because they didn't want to pay what he was worth. They were probably offering like a 4th round pick or a 4th and a 5th round pick.
A fifth and a conditional.
If somebody offered a second, Dan would have took it.
Right.
Yeah. Hey man, let me welcome my man Chooks back on the free for all. Chooks, what's up, dude?
Good. How's it going, man? Happy Friday, man.
Thank you, man. Another Friday. Happy to be alive, brother. How you living, man?
I'm doing good.
Yeah, did the Panthers make a mistake not trading Chuba before the deadline,
No.
or do you think that he's still a part of what we're doing?
No, attrition. I feel like you got to be healthy. You got to get as much healthy, good players as much as going down the line. It's very it's very poetic that we have a chance to really control our own destiny. How we're playing, how everyone's playing, how everyone's believing. This Saints and Falcons game, we could be 7-4, and the NFL script writers must be like laughing at themselves. Do you know that we'll be 7-4, and the next games, including the Saints game, is what? A 49ers game. The first game we ever had versus Chris McCaffrey on Monday Night Football.
Yeah.
The Rams, a team that we denied getting 2 first-round picks from. Okay? And then, to finish off, the last 3 games of the season are teams that we have that picture that has been viral for almost a year now of Sam Darnold and Baker Mayfield. If any discussion can be eliminated about ever talking about those picks, the Panthers can do really something and control their own destiny and have that noise to be quiet. Their fate is in their own hands.
And we just beat the best team in the NFC.
Exactly. I mean, a lot of teams, not only Bryce, not only all the coaches. If you want some people to stop talking about the not belief in you and your play, this is the perfect time. The last 3 games are against former Panthers quarterbacks that people were saying that we wish we'd have got to shut the noise up, to play well and get to the playoffs. They have a chance to win the division, and they need to take it.
I love it, man, dude. The division is in reach. It's in reach, man. I believe that the Bucks are 6-3. We're 5-4. Man,
the Bucks,
oh man.
And keep it, Cody. One thing. They play the Pats, the Rams, and another team that's really, really good. I forgot. In a stretch of 3 weeks, they have a rough 3 weeks.
They play the
Don't
Bills.
They play?
Yes.
The Bills. They play Buffalo.
Resurging. There's a possibility they can lose 3 straight games. There's a possibility.
Love it, man. It's been such a long time since I felt the Panthers were relevant.
That's why I said earlier. Man. That's why I said earlier there is a very good chance the Panthers could win this division.
Yes, we have the Saints, the Falcons. I'm telling you right now, after that Colts game, it's a right spot coming back from London or wherever, Berlin.
Yeah.
Coming back from Berlin, being defeated after losing. They don't have a first-round pick, remember? And then, Rams, Seahawks, maybe split that. Another Saints game. They need to be thinking about 10 wins. They need to be thinking about. They need to beat the Saints and Falcons. Maybe I thought about early in the season splitting with the Falcons. No, how they have been playing. They need to beat the Saints twice and the Falcons twice, and split with the Bucks.
Right.
And split the Seahawks and Rams.
Everything that we want is out in front of us, man. Hey, real quick, shout out to Big Walk with the $4.99 C3 bomb. Appreciate you, brother. He said, ain't too bad, but we're in no position, nor are we good enough to overlook anyone. No such thing as a trap game right now. Be who you're supposed to. Bro, I could not agree with you more, Big Walk. This is a game where everyone, normally we're on the other end of this where people are predicting the opposite team to just run roughshod over us, give the belt to ass to the Panthers. But this time, we're the favorites. So we need to go out there and assert our dominance.
Cody, this is the first time we're favorites of more of a score, like a 3-point more in 4 years.
Damn, man. More than
by
4 years?
He reported that. Because we was favored only 2.5 points with the Jets. Or I think we was like 1 point underdog, something like that.
Yeah.
But this is the first time in 4 years that we have been favored more than a score in 4 years.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, no doubt.
This really should be like a tune-up game in mid-season. I mean,
Now,
this is
to
where
be
we should
honest-
get our offense right.
To be honest with you, it should be a 2-game tune-up until San Francisco, because when they need to win these 2 games, and if they be competitive and win Monday night, we won't talk about the Panthers not getting attention anymore. That's not be done. That'd be done against Christian McCaffrey on Monday Night Football.
Go
they have an
King
opportunity.
Rico. I'm sorry, Joe. I didn't mean to
Run, Rico, run.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
Bro,
People say we have a friend. Y'all know who I'm talking about. Well, maybe you don't, but you should. And he says every day he posts on Twitter, King Bryce. And I like Bryce. Don't misunderstand that. But right now, it's King Rico.
That's right, man. How y'all think Chuba feels, man? Looking at Rico, he comes in here for a few games, and everybody's just all aboard the Rico train.
Here's the thing.
Rico should have got the third pump.
Well, here's the thing, Cody.
Yep.
Yeah.
But you're missing the one thing. Everyone knows, if you've been watching the football a long time, everyone knows they play ball out in the contract year. That's literally in the history of the NFL. People ball out in the contract year. What does Rico have to lose? Of course he has to run. He's trying to secure wealth for himself. So
yeah,
again, Chuba can still be on this team. It doesn't have to be traded. Okay, cool. You can keep Chuba and just run the rules off and still have Chuba fresh at the end of the season, running late in the season when everyone's hurt. Chuba can step in. You see what I'm saying? That makes sense.
Yeah. No, absolutely, man. Dude, the dude's just been balling out. Like I showed the graphic, I can show it again. And
he's like number 5 in the league.
No,
like
he's number 3.
NFC.
He's number 3. He's number 1 in the NFC, and he has the 3rd most rushing yards of any running back this year.
You see that
That's
stat?
crazy, considering he only started 3 games.
Did you see another crazy stat where if he had started the season on his average, he would have broke the single yardage record of having over 3,000 yards from scrimmage? That he would have 3,000 yards from scrimmage if he started the season like the starting back.
Yeah, dude, that's wild, bro. That's wild.
That he would be in the MVP race if he started the season like this.
Yeah,
that cat's on fire, man.
I mean, literally ahead of Jonathan Taylor.
He's breaking 12 and 15-yard runs like 2 or 3 times a game.
Yeah. No, absolutely, man. Like this is a real opportunity for us to continue to assert our dominance. And by the way, shout out to my man Loud Packs Luke. Says Seattle and Tampa to end the season is going to be insane. And I said this at the start of the year that if we ended up being a good team, it's really going to benefit us playing Tampa Bay twice at the end of the year and having a later bye, because it's going to give us an opportunity to be healthy at the right time at the end of the season. That's going to be huge for us.
I got to say something real quick. If that's okay.
Yeah, man, go ahead.
The Panthers are just the second NFL team since 1970 to have a winning record through 9 games despite being an underdog in every game. Since 1970, the only other team to ever have a winning record since 1970, being an underdog. That's crazy.
Damn.
Because
that's man, dude, we've been so slept on this year, man. Like really just slept on.
Like that's why, and that's why I kind of like disappoints me with the decisiveness of Panthers fans. And I'm not even going to talk about what happened last week or the week before. But what I'm saying is that why is that every time that we lose, it's always decisiveness between Panthers fans? I saw a power rankings from a national pundit who beat the Green Bay Packers, and someone said, well, the Panthers are still not good, but I'll give them 2 pops up because they beat the Packers. What?
Wow.
What kind of analysis is that? What kind of like reasoning? You're not even giving credits due, and you've been dog stomping the Panthers because they've been so bad.
Yeah.
I get it. They've been bad, but not even giving them credit. No one is giving them credit whatsoever. Like, oh, things are turning around. a lot of people just don't want to be wrong, and instead give him credit. Like it's this kind of the stupidest things. And I think if this was the Jets or Cowboys or the Giants, they'll be all over this. They went crazy for Jackson Dart and Cam Scatterboo because they just looked cool instead of citing things.
Yeah.
But not winning football games.
Yeah.
The Panthers is nothing. It's just stupid to me.
So two things, right? Shout out to Christian in the chat. Says that Rico Dowdle, he might break D'Angelo's single season rushing record for the Panthers of 1,515 yards. Man, that's big time to really put into perspective what he's doing. And Chooks, you mentioned the power rankings. I put this up on the Tuesday show. This is the best and worst power rankings I can find. This ML Football has us at number 16, which is one of the best that I've seen, to be frank. Then I saw another one that had us at 28. My goodness, that's the worst that I've ever seen.
Hey, Justin's cat just said it all. Looking at that right screen, looking on the right hand side, I saw that one. I completely. That's dogs. That makes no sense. I'm sorry. I'm not saying that we're amazing football team right now, but to be at 28th right now that's criminal. It's absolutely criminal.
They can't even say the Panthers were mid. The Panthers were mid. They're better than it was last year, and I think it's just the media saying. The media does not want to be wrong, so they'll say something to dispel it. Well, the Panthers are not good, but they're better than there was. Like no one is talking about. Did you guys hear anything about this Green Bay upset? About how the Panthers got credit? Everyone was talking about how the Packers were just trash.
Bill Polian, Pickle, you want to talk about it? Go right ahead, brother.
Bill Polian did. I got a video out. Bill Polian did. Bill Polian ripped to Green Bay, and he said, "Let's not forget the Carolina Panthers are good." And he went into a long tirade about it. He said they're good. He said Bryce Young, make him 6'4". You got Peyton Manning. He said he's a Rico Dowdle. Make him
6'4" and we'd all be happy.
Yeah, well, you're right. Make him 6'4", he'd be happy. Well, I don't know that he would. He'd have to duck a lot more than he does now. But anyway, I can't describe it all. Jake, if you remember things, throw it in there. But he bragged about the Panthers, and he was on XM radio. He watches when it's the home games because he works for XM radio. He gets to set up with the media, and he's very particular where he sits. He says I won't sit beside some people, and he wouldn't utter any words. But John Ellis on his podcast says him and Bill Polian sat right beside each other, and a lot of that I think is age wise. Bill sits where folks understand it, but he definitely likes the Panthers, and he definitely thinks they're headed in the right direction. But he did say though, Bill Polian says this, and he said it before. He said Bryce Young is 5'10". You can't get over that. You can't get around that. What you have to do is take what he does best and to expand that. He's always going to be 5'10". He says we never tried to put Peyton Manning in a read option because it would have been stupid. He said, fine.
Yeah.
Peyton Manning couldn't run. So understand what Bryce Young can't do, understand his height, and work around him.
Yeah.
I think he's more, honestly, I really feel like he's more like Eli Manning. He is mid for first and three quarters. But Pickle, he just got that clutch gene in the fourth.
Yeah,
it's something about you can't teach it. You can't. Right. He just locks in. That motherfucker locks in.
Chuba, the day he said that, 20 minutes later, let me just tell you what, and I'll be nice. I'll just be nice. He said that Kyler Murray, they were talking about Kyler Murray and possible trading. He said some people like to compare. He said some people like to compare Bryce with Kyler. He says
no.
The only thing they're the same in is their height. He said, that's it. He said, that's it. He said, Bryce understands the game better. He's a smarter quarterback. See, people think earlier on Twitter I said that it was on me. It wasn't. I'm copying what Bill Polian said. He said, Bryce Young wants to win. Bryce Young wants to be great. He said, it was reported this week after Brad Izzik said it. After if they're lined up, for example, he said, if we're studying cover 3, when the defense lines up in cover 3, how can the Panthers beat that? If they'll look on tape and they'll say the team they're supposed to face runs cover 3 a lot, so they're going to practice against a cover 3 defense. Well, Bryce holds a receiver and maybe a D-back in after practice, makes them stay after practice so they can work on what if they line up in a cover 2, that same offensive scheme in a cover 2 or a cover 4, just in case they line up in something different. That's all by Bryce Young. It's not designed by the coaches. He said Bryce Young leads the offense in the film room. He said if he sees a receiver that may be having issues on a route, he will go outside of his time to sit in the film room and work with said receiver. He said he does tight ends that way. He said he does running backs that way. He said Bryce Young is the guy who's cheering everybody up on the sidelines. He's standing at the entrance and exit in every single game shaking hands. Bryce Young may not be the best arm in the world. He may not be the tallest but you can't take away his heart and his leadership. And to me, that means a lot. You know, I understand some people want to get better. Fine. You want to get a better quarterback. Fine. But let's not go backward. By any means, let's not go backward.
Yeah. And, we can sort of adjust the room. We're talking about that. There was an article that was put out that was saying that Kyler Murray could be traded to the Panthers next year.
No.
And I was like, why? Why would anyone want to do that? Like, listen, I've been critical of Bryce, but there's a reason why Kyler Murray has not worked out with all of the weapons that they've had over there in Arizona since he's been there. Like, the dude refuses to step up into the pocket. He's afraid to take shots. He doesn't want to get hit. And if you're going to be an NFL quarterback, your receivers have to trust that you're going to stand there, even if you know you're about to get obliterated. Stand there, step up into the pocket, and deliver the ball downfield. Kyler Murray just does not do that well.
No.
So to me, that would be just an absolute terrible move.
And Cody, look, I'm a logical. I know you're not a racist. I don't believe that. That's for me. I don't care what people say.
Appreciate you, bro.
Experiences with you. You haven't said anything with that. I just challenge and we can talk ball.
Yeah.
Two things. Why can't Bryce, you don't say, Bryce would be successful a vertical passer. With all the reclamation pocket projects that happen in the NFL, Daniel Jones, Sam Darnold, Baker Mayfield.
Yeah.
Why don't you think Bryce can do something else too? Like that's what I'm saying. He can probably go somewhere. It's coaches who do the work, the talent to make you successful. Okay?
Yeah, no, listen, I hear your point. My thing is like this year, Bryce has an opportunity to continue to win people over. I want to see that signature performance from Bryce that I feel like lets me know, okay, I want this guy for every single game going forward. Right now, I think this year he's competing for us to pick up that 5th-year contract.
That's all. That's all.
You want to see the guy that played Atlanta at the end of the season last year.
Yes. I literally said that on Tuesday, Cardiac. Right. The dude that went out there and threw for like 500 yards and 5 touchdowns. I want to see him do that against a really good team when it matters.
It's not. I would say this. I would say this. It is not racist to say that he does not deserve a full extension after a 5th year. What's racist about that?
I know it's so stupid that whole thing even happened. But hold on one more second, Pickle. Chooks, I want to ask you a question. You mentioned the coaches and how maybe Bryce could go somewhere else and put up big numbers like Sam Darnold, Baker Mayfield. Do you feel like Dave Canales and Brad Idzik are the types of coaches to get the most out of Bryce, like what you're talking about?
They can. And I feel like they could, but in reality, and it sets in, Dave is just running his thing. He's running his offense, and Bryce just has to buy in. But it's yes and no, because I don't want a situation where the Mike McDaniel situation, it worked for a couple years and it doesn't work anymore. That's what I'm afraid of. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I do. If I could throw one more thing and I'll let it go.
Yeah.
And I never thought about it till Bill brought it up. When Bryce rolls out, we know what a boot play is. When he rolls out of a boot play, he's always looking downfield to throw it to the best available player. When Kyler rolls out of a boot, he takes off running. He doesn't pay attention to who's open.
Yeah.
That's the reason why Marvin Harrison Jr.
Why was
great.
Marvin Harrison was a bust, which he was never a bust.
He was a bust. Right. Folks, let's not mistake it. Kyler Murray's current injury is not that bad. It's putting him on IR is their way of a soft bench.
Oh, he's out for 4 weeks, right?
Yeah, soft bench.
Yeah,
that's
4
exactly
weeks.
what a soft bench is.
But dude, Jacoby Brissett came in, and then all of a sudden, Marvin Harrison has 3 touchdowns in a game.
See, here's the thing. This is why the NFL is kind of stupid in a sense. Don't you think the 49ers were kicking themselves for paying Brock Purdy all that money? Now they got Mac Jones doing the same thing, where they could have saved money paying Mac Jones and paying the rest of the roster. It's not.
And you know what else, Tukes? Remember when they drafted Trey Lance? All the rumors were that Kyle Shanahan actually wanted Mac Jones.
Yes,
that was the quarterback that he wanted to draft.
Yes, that's the thing. And I feel like,
but the GM and the owner talked him out of it.
Yeah, that's the truth. What's the former NFL player, John Lynch, I think it is.
Right.
Yeah, John Lynch.
Being a sensible football team, and I think the Washington Redskins did it the best when there was the Redskins. They didn't give Kirk Cousins that money. They tagged him. They put him on the 5th. He didn't have a 5th-year hit. Tag him. They don't deserve. For me, Bryce doesn't deserve a long term. You let him play his 4th. You give him the 5th. He plays on the 5th, and see what he goes from there.
Yeah. And I think no matter what happens this year, this is a really good building season, right? We've seen some good things with Bryce.
And that's
another
off
season,
a building season. And let's understand something, folks. Dan Morgan said that if y'all don't know this, when he was brought up, they were brought up to him. He did an interview during training camp where he didn't mention playoffs. Well, when he popped up on XM radio,
That's not true. He never mentioned playoffs.
Let me finish, please.
Okay, I'm sorry.
There was an interview that he never mentioned the playoffs. He talked about the success they could have, but he never said playoffs this year. Okay, but I can't remember what interview. I'd go find it, but he did, because the very WFNZ Mac and Bone point blank asked him the next couple of days about said interview, because they said they were going to. I wanted to hear his response. He said, that's because I don't think we're going to be that good this year. This is a building year. This is not a year that we're going to see. You play every game to win, and you see what happens. But he says, in reality, I just don't think we're there yet. We need a year or two more. And that's what he said. Now, we're kind of ahead of the gun right now. And that's okay. That's good. That's really good. We're seeing a lot of good things from said rookies. We're seeing a lot of good things from his team. And, I'm happy about it. And I'm sure Dan is. Because if you're just building, this is your building year, and you're going to make the playoffs, imagine what we're going to do when we're ready. Also, y'all check Brock Purdy. If you go to Over the Cap and you look at a post June 1st trade, they can trade him next year. Easy.
Who? Chuba?
No, Brock Purdy. They could trade Chuba too, for that matter. That's we talked about him earlier. But I'm talking about Brock Purdy. They could trade Brock Purdy and then save $16.7 million and only have $8 million in dead cap.
Yeah. Well, hey, can I show y'all this too? Because I want to give some love and credit where I feel like credit is due. And wait, hang on. Let me take this down. And it's to Dan Morgan and the offensive line. So look, check this out. This is from Rich Harbor online. This is from October 8th. And what this chart is the amount of times a specific offensive line group has played together. And as you can see, Carolina was at the very bottom with the Quanu, Lewis, Cade Mays, Zavala, and Taylor Moton. Keep in mind, this is October the 8th. Now, fast forward, and this is from this past Sunday. Look at Carolina at the very bottom. Ikemakwanu, Lewis, Mades, Christensen, and Moton. That specific O-line has played only 20% of the snaps together.
Shout out to
Boys,
Joe Gilbert as well.
Yes, what this is saying is that we have had a next man up mentality where these guys coming off the bench are doing enough to have the Panthers win football games, running the football, and in pass protection. Shout out to Dan Morgan for solidifying this depth in the offseason, man.
Now, Cody, I'm going to hold you accountable. The icky slander, it's done. It's done, my friend. It's okay. It's done. It's done.
I think Cody agreed with you on that.
I did. I said it on Tuesday. I said it on Twitter.
This week on Twitter, my friend. You might not have seen it.
And Ikemakwanu in pass protection had Micah Parsons in hell.
Yep.
Had him in hell, man.
Yeah.
He had him locked up all game.
Zero pressure.
Zero pressure. It was the
his agent has the easiest job. His agent all he has to get is the tape from the Packers game and Michael Parsons. Give me the top 5 highest contract and put it on Dan Morgan's desk. That's
so do y'all feel like it's a foregone conclusion?
It's a foregone conclusion.
At the end of this year, we're going to pay Icky. Well, in my opinion, there's two. I think we're going to pay Icky, and I think we're going to pay Rico. Like we're literally giving him the crown of the city, the crown of the city at the Charlotte FC game. Come on, we love this dude.
Well, Cody,
if Rico takes us deep into the playoffs, Rico gets a big contract.
Well, hold on.
Let's talk about this.
Well, here's the thing. Rico's great, but I have a case study. What the Lions did. They basically said their offensive line was so badass that Jamal Williams and John J. Schrift, thank you for your services, your 1-year deals, but we can find something better. Do you feel like the Panthers are going to the Lions model because it has worked before? Now you're saying I'm crazy. What are you talking about? Rico's been better. It's been great. Rico is on a 1-year deal. Do you feel like, and Jonathan Brooks, you got to think about him too, because he's a 2nd-round pick. Do you feel like Dan Morgan will look at the tape and go, wait a minute, our offensive line is great. We can get other running back that's cheaper that can do the same thing as Rico does. You can discuss on that.
Because Chuba's not doing the same thing that Rico does.
No,
Chuba's a good bet.
Chug, are you sure you want this conversation, my friend?
But it's a true conversation to happen before in NFL history.
Well,
this is a good conversation. Let me just say this before we go forward.
I don't give a damn about the Lions.
Remember, but hold on. Remember that we have a history of paying 2 running backs, and we did it with D'Angelo Williams and Jonathan Stewart.
Right.
So it's not like the Panthers would be new to doing this. And by the way, in the past, I would have agreed with someone like Chooks was saying, hey, man, running backs are replaceable, and you can continue to sort of get good running backs in the draft and even in undrafted free agency, you can get some good running backs. I mean, literally look at Rico Dowdle. The dude was an undrafted free agent. So even though we're riding the Rico wave right now, what Chooks is saying isn't exactly like out of left field. There are some people who genuinely feel this way. We'll go Pickle and then Jake. Good.
Yeah, now I understand it can be done, but previous experience tells me that it won't be done. Because it's more about luck than it is about skill set. Seeing anybody. Now let's go on to what you said. Chuba ain't doing what Rico done, or he'd already done it. It's just fact. You could say Chuba. You can even wonder if Chuba's maybe's never recovered from the injury he had. You could ask that question. As far as the future, if we know Rico. And in every game that he's actually started, toward the fourth quarter, he has some sort of leg issues, whether it's a cramp, whether it's a groin, something he has an issue with. And he missed a couple of days of practice this week recovering from an injury. Now, with all that being said,
kicked in the nuts.
Well, that happens in football. So it probably won't be the last time it happens. Right. He's getting on everybody's roadmap. You think it's been hard now? It ain't been hard till he fixed these hard guys now that everybody's targeting Rico. Everybody's concentrating on Rico. Defensive coordinators, head coaches, the film rooms are full of Rico tape. Now, to be reality, what happens if Rico gets hurt? We gonna trust Trevor Etienne alone? Now that's just this year. So you keep Rico or you keep Chuba this year and see what happens. All right, now for backup. So now next year, you're going to let him walk? Let me ask you this. Is Chuba all of a sudden going to figure out what he's doing or figure out how to play like Rico?
Are you asking me, Pickle? Are you asking me?
I'm asking whoever. Now, let me finish, though. All right, now that's just step one. Can Chuba automatically figure out how to do it like Rico? Maybe not. Jonathan Brooks, the second-round pick. I'm not outing him. But he ain't been healthy yet. So I have no thought process to think he's going to be healthy. And when he does, my experience, 30 years of watching the Carolina Panthers and more than that, watching football overall, tells me those injuries, he may not come back like he was before. And I like Rico, but here's the point. I would rather wait until training camp and preseason till I can see Rico doing great, because I think we're gonna resign him if we have to franchise him. Now, Chuba Hubbard, if he's running great. Jonathan Brooks goes down, I'm still keeping Rico. I'm keeping Rico and Chuba because there's at least a 90 to 80% chance Jonathan Brooks won't come back full strength. Now, that being said. That being said, if all four are healthy and look great, you're going to save $6 million by trading Chuba next year. If all you're getting is a 6th-round pick or a 5th-round pick this year, you're going to get maybe a little the same much or less next year. It is what it is.
All right, so let me let Chooks respond. Then I want to bounce the microphone around to some people. Go ahead, Chooks.
Okay, Pickle, you've taught me that they only keep 47 men dressed. Is that correct, right?
Right.
Okay, 47 men dressed, 4 running backs. One's a free agent, one's come off an injury, one's we just drafted.
Right.
Do you fit? Okay, we all know they don't keep 4 running backs on the team, right?
Right. You're right. They don't.
One has to go.
Right. That's what I just said. I just said that.
So you
got 4, you're only keeping 3. If you keep 4, somebody has to be inactive. That's fact, right? Am I right?
Yes, that's fact. And none of them are going to make it to the practice squad, right?
Right.
So
technically, Trevor's practice squad, they won't make. I doubt they'll make it to the practice squad, even if they're eligible.
No, they won't. So that means, in your hypothetical, they would have to sign Rico.
Right. I would. I would sign Rico.
So someone has to go. It will have to be.
That's what I just said. That's what I just said.
So he's saying what Pickle's saying is put the franchise tag on Rico so that way you can see him in training camp, maybe some preseason games, and then maybe trade Chuba, and then if
Chuba looks the part and Brooks looks his part, and I'll just throw a hypothetical team, right? Hypothetically, the Steelers call you up. I need a running back. You got 4. Give me one. I'll give you a 4th round pick for Chuba. I'll give you a 5th for Chuba.
All right, let me.
All right, Dan. Well, hang on, Dan. If you're telling me Brooks might be available, I'll give you a 3rd round pick for Jonathan Brooks. Sold. Right there you go.
All right, so
whoever's going to give you a 3rd for him at this point in time is going to get drug tested.
You can't keep on.
They're going to get drug tested.
I think the coach should be drug tested for all they gave up for that overrated corner. But that's a different topic.
Sauce Gardner, I got you. But my thing is we're talking about we have to trade a running back next year. No, we don't.
Yes,
no, we don't. I'll tell you,
yes,
no, we don't.
We can't keep
yes, we can keep. Okay, hold on. Yes, we can keep 4. Right? We got 4 running backs on the roster right now. There's 4 running backs. We got Chuba, we got Rico, we got ETN, and we got that guy that we just picked back up again after we already cut him.
He's on practice squad.
He's on practice squad. That doesn't matter. I'm talking about we have to keep 4. One of them has to be traded or
put any of these guys on the practice squad and expect them to stay there.
We're both wrong and right.
I'm gonna let you go, Pickle. Hold on, let me hear what Cardiac saying. Go ahead, say it one more time.
Okay. So we couldn't put any of those 4 guys that we're talking about on the practice squad and expect them to still be there.
No, they will never make it.
Right.
I agree.
You're wrong and right. Back there was a time back in the day when you had 4 and you kept 4.
Yeah.
And if I'm going to be the Carolina Panthers and I want to cheat like hell, I'm going to tell Rico he's a fullback. He's a running fullback. I'm just what they did in October. That's just much October. Now, you don't have to do that though. You could say, Dave Canales can say it's my offense. I do what I damn well please. I'm gonna activate 4 running backs, or and I'll inactivate a receiver. But listen, you could do that and just simply tell Trevor and that you have to compete. And there other teams are keeping 4 running backs. But I understand what you're saying, Troops, a lot. I really do. But if Rico is the top dog on your team right now, it's insane to just say, well, I've got a future talent that I want to keep around. That would be very similar to them telling Derrick Brown, because I got a couple young defensive tackles that I want to be playing time, I'm going to trade you.
I'm not
assuming let me take whatever money we're going to offer him. I mean, if he breaks out for 1,600 yards and breaks the Panthers' all-time record, somebody might be willing to pay him more money than the Panthers are.
Well, you're right. That's why I said I would franchise tag him.
Go ahead,
I'm not letting him walk.
Either way, if I agree with Jake.
I'm not letting him.
I'm not letting him. Everybody, time out. Let me let Jake go. Go ahead, Jake.
If he stays healthy the remaining of the season, balls out, keeps on going, chugging along like he's doing right now, stays healthy, I'm not letting that man walk, bro. I'm just not. Right. If I have to franchise tag, I'm franchise tagging him. And at the same time, I don't think this is home to him. I know a lot of people's like, well, that don't mean much. I mean, it does to certain players. It actually does. I mean, he's a former Gamecock. I don't know. I think he grew up in he grew up in North Carolina, didn't he, Cody? Where's he?
Yeah, he went. Yeah.
I think he wants to be here, man. And if the way the running back market is right now, pay wise, I mean, we gotta make. I don't see no reason why we can't make it work out, man. I really don't.
Yeah. No, I mean, listen, and like what Cardiac was saying, if this dude is able to run for 1,600 yards and break that record, like the Panthers have to keep it. But remember, keeping all things in perspective, you're probably going to be picking up Bryce's 5th-year option, and you're going to have to pay Ikem Ekwonu, literally the most expensive left tackle in NFL history, because that's what they do. Once your time is up, you're the highest paid. Just like when we paid J.C. Horn, he was the highest paid corner for a while. This is how
that
it
shit's
goes.
crazy.
That's
It
why
is.
I'd rather pay Icky after this year, not wait until we get into his 5th-year option. I'd rather we just pay him at the end of this year because it's only going to go up.
Right.
Is,
That's what I'm
is,
saying. I
isn't this
agree.
his 5th-year option?
No, next year it's his 5th-year
Oh, I
option.
got you.
Yeah.
I got you.
Yeah, let me get my man Justin in. Justin, jump in, man. Are we destined to pay Rico Dowdle a big time contract at the end of this year? Like, do the Panthers have to do everything in their power to keep him on this roster?
Man, we fucking better. Like,
Yeah, all right.
what? Like, come on. Yeah, we should. Because dude is coming in and balling. Who else on the team is leading our offense?
Yeah.
I mean, he's literally leading our offense right now.
Yeah, everything's running through. Everything runs through.
Bryce
Rico
ain't
right
doing
now.
it. How many yards a game has Bryce been getting? Rico, the
not as
running
many as
back,
Rico.
has been getting more yards than the quarterback per game.
Yeah.
Bryce Young is averaging, I believe, I had it up earlier, Pickle. I think saw it everybody. I think it's 180 yards average passing, somewhere around there.
That's not good enough. That's not like playoff winning quarterback culture or even playoff quarterback play at all. So like, he's the one that needs to step it up.
I
Because
agree.
Rico's carrying the rock like a fucking soldier right now. Like
Right.
he's
Right. I agree, and that goes to me. That goes back to play calling. They're just this reminds me a lot of the John Fox football. If John Fox had a running back that could get 5 yards a carry, he would be 100% fine if that quarterback never threw the ball.
so the only Ken, if our quarterback could throw for shit, do you think we would be running as much as we are?
Well, let me ask you this.
That.
Let me ask you this, because I looked at the schedule. When we face the Rams, when we place in San Francisco, and you could plus or minus San Francisco on this list.
And
The
Seattle.
Seahawks. There are going to come up games. I believe myself, the only way we're going to win this is by Bryce Young throwing that football. Can Bryce Young do it? Can our receivers get open? Can Dave Canales call a good football game? This is still the developmental year, and this is what we need to see from. Because, folks, I'll be bluntly honest. Y'all had this conversation, and I've tried to stay out of it a little bit. If I don't see what I need to see, there's not a snowball's chance in hell I'm giving Bryce Young that 5th-year option. It doesn't matter who said what. If I don't see what I need to see on that field this season, I'm not giving Bryce Young that 5th-year option.
And
I'll franchise tag him multiple years if I need to be, but I will not give him that 5th-year option. And if I don't see it next year and he walks, so be it.
So here's where I'm at. I think that they probably will give him that 5th-year option, especially let's just say we make the playoffs, which is very possible for us. I think if you have a quarterback that can get you into the playoffs, like remember when Baker Mayfield got the Browns to the playoffs, and then they tried to upgrade, and then look how that turned out for them. They basically didn't get shit out of it. I'll say this right now. If the Panthers, like even if Bryce doesn't have, like what Cardiac was saying earlier, like an end of the year game against the Falcons where he throws for 5 touchdowns, 500 yards, even if we don't get that kind of performance out of Bryce this year, if we get into the playoffs, I do think that they're going to pick up the 5th-year option. However, if they don't, I don't really mind that either, because it just lights a fire under Bryce's ass to go out there and continue to kick ass and be the best player that he can be going into year 4 next year. So I don't really feel two different types of ways about it. If they do, I don't blame them. If they don't, I like the urgency that could potentially give Bryce Young in year 4 to go out there and really turn it up and make some noise. Go ahead, Jay.
Real quick, y'all. I just Googled how much will Bryce Young's 5th-year option be.
It's like $30 million.
Well, that's what it said a couple months ago, right? Because I Googled it a couple months ago and told everybody that's what it said. Now it's reported right now Bryce Young's 5th-year option for 2027 is projected to be worth $39.72 million.
Do y'all know
I'm not giving him that much on the 5th-year option.
Do y'all know how much the franchise tag for quarterbacks is right now? I just looked it up.
40
million. 40 million.
Right.
40 million for the franchise tag for quarterbacks.
And I just want to say, us as Panthers fans, we have been extremely fucking patient. All right.
Yeah.
So no, we're not quick.
No, I agree.
To get rid of nobody. We have been waiting for 3 years, bud. Three years. Okay. So pardon me if we're tired of seeing trash play or not consistent play. But I mean, I don't know if you're watching the same football games as we are, but dude threw for how many yards last week?
I guarantee it was less than 220
yards. Is that who you want to see coaching or starting
but he drove him down the field
in the playoffs?
He did.
In the fourth quarter and won the game.
In the fourth quarter. What did he do until the fourth quarter? Hand the ball off to Rico the whole fucking game.
He was a game manager. Let's be honest.
Yeah, exactly. We don't need a game manager. We need a leader, dog.
Well, he is a leader.
3 years of waiting is enough, right? He is a leader. He's smart as shit. He's He's very smart.
Right.
But he needs to take that smartness onto the field and start getting 300-yard passing games, not 100-yard passing games or 85-yard passing games.
Right.
Like,
real quick.
2 yards, bro. That's not going to do it.
Hey, real quick. Let me get Cardiac in. Go ahead, Cardiac.
Now, you had asked the question earlier that, if Bryce could put up 350 yards a game, would we still be feeding Rico Dowdle?
Oh, we
yes,
would.
because that is who Dallas wants us to be. He wants to be a run-first football team. He wants Bryce to throw the ball 15 times a game.
But
that's exactly what he wants. He wants those 15 passes to be on point and pick up first downs.
Yeah.
But he wants the running game to carry the team.
But Cardiac, if Bryce could go in there and throw 300-400 yards a game, is that do you think Coach would still want the same thing, or would he want Bryce to throw the ball more?
I think he'd still want the same thing, and I think there'd be those games where Bryce would carry us.
Let us be honest with you. The perfect football game is where you can have a balanced offense, right? I mean, that's the perfect football game, in my opinion, for your football team, offense-wise, is you run the football, you pass the football at both the same time. I think, I'll be honest with you, the first few years that we've seen Canales, I think he was wanted to pass the ball more than he did to run the ball. I think he had to develop as a coach and had to realize that he was going to have to run the football more than he wanted to pass, because that's just that's what we're running football team right now. We're old school Carolina Panther football team, which I love. That's my kind of football team. Run the rock, play great defense. That's my favorite kind of Carolina Panther football team. It always has, always will be. But I do think, and I give props to Canales because he's developed a lot. And I've criticized Canales plenty of times on here myself about his playing calling. I realize at the same time that, I mean, he's a young head coach. He's a young coordinator at the same time. And, I mean, right now, we're just going to have to run the rock more because, I mean, that's the football team we are right now.
Dude, I love being a running team. But at the same time, I want to see some fucking bombs, dude. I want to see T-Mac. Like, come on, man. Like, that's all I'm saying. I'm not trying to talk shit about our quarterback. He's our leader at the end of the day. But I'm just saying, I need our leader to step up.
Wow.
Like,
and I don't think that any of us are being unfair. I'm gonna let you go. I don't think that any of us are being unfair for finally wanting to see the performances, like what Josh Allen does, and what now year 2 Drake May has done, and what Jaden Daniels did in his rookie year, and what CJ Stroud did in his rookie year. Go ahead, Pickle.
Well, yeah, I understand what you're saying a lot. I really do. But I wrote it there too. Bryce can only throw it when the head coach says throw it. So then it starts a conversation. Does the head coach really trust Bryce Young? Or is it about the head coach himself developing? Because our head coach is developing as he's going. And right now he's learning what running the football means. Before he tried, Dr. Jake said he wanted to pass it a lot. He's learning himself on what his team can do, what he wants to do. remember the start the season off, they said, Dave, what kind of team are you? He said, I don't know. Everybody got PO'd about it. What do you mean you don't know? So, you say all that to say, again, I believe they'll find out this season. I believe this season is the season they decide whether Bryce Young is our future or whether he ain't. I don't think they're going to wait till next year. I think they're going to see it this year. They're going to say, okay, we're going to look this year. I think that if they understand that Andy doesn't have nothing left in the tank. So next year, they're going to find a better backup quarterback. Somebody that, if needs be, can step in and be the starter. But next year, you're going to go into Bryce Young as a quarterback. And if they let him walk away in free agency and they don't put the tag on him, they don't put the fifth-year option on him, they let him walk away, he goes somewhere else and becomes a star, then we get a good compensation pick.
Yeah. Hey, Jake, read what you put in the chat about the franchise tag.
No,
that's a crazy number, man.
Yeah, I mean, it's $40.2 million for the franchise tag, according to this year. And that shit always goes up. So it's going to be actually more than that next year. And then, it's going to go up. I mean, that's just the franchise tag has always been crazy for.
So, but in 2027, you're looking at probably a $43 million franchise tag.
Yeah.
Damn, man. Damn.
That's
it could be more than that. Always goes up. Yeah, according to that, it says it went up 7.5 just this year. 7.5.
But remember though, the salary cap is also going up.
Yeah.
So,
that's good.
Hey, just remember, when the salary cap goes up, the contracts go up, the hot dog prices go up, the chip prices go up, the beer prices double, the ticket prices goes up, and the parking prices go up.
And I wanted to show y'all this. Did y'all see that they asked ChatGPT to predict the playoffs? And they got the Panthers. They got the Panthers winning a wild card. We don't win the division, but they got the Panthers winning the wild card, going to Philadelphia and beating Philly 38-14.
Hey, Cody, if we do that, bro, that might be a Super Bowl to me, bro. I mean, I know that's bad to say, but 38-14 at Philly, that is wild.
Yeah,
I would love that. I would rag Eagles fans until the end of time over that one. That's fact. Well, I tell you what, I over this whole picture, I tell you what I think ain't going to happen. I don't think the Kansas City Chiefs are going to make the playoffs.
Ooh.
Yeah, dude, the AFC right now is tough.
It's tough. It is.
Yeah, dude, right now the Jaguars are on the outs looking in because the Colts are number one in that division. You have the Chargers with a better record than the Chiefs. The Ravens are still sort of on the outside looking in. You have the Buffalo Bills. So the Bills, they're not even number one in their conference. That's the Patriots. They're number one in the AFC North. Is it? No, it's AFC. No, it is AFC North, right? Is it East or North?
It's the AFC.
I have no
idea.
AFC
East. You're right. AFC East.
Right.
So,
I mean, the Kansas City, y'all need to understand, Kansas City's not the first in their division. It's the AFC West. They're not even the second. They're the third. The above the Chargers are 6-3. The Broncos are 8-2. The fact is, we have the same record as the Kansas City Chiefs.
We do.
It's 5-4.
We do. I'll be honest with you, though, Pickle. Yeah. As of right now, I agree with you, but I can't count out Pat Mahomes.
There's a long way. Listen, I say that now. I stand by that.
Pat Mahomes.
I'll stand by that today. Next week or the week after, my ass might change my mind. And if you don't like it, all y'all
shut the hell up.
Shut the hell up.
Damn. Yeah, man. Like, the Kansas City Chiefs
changes his mind any motherfucking time he wants to.
But do y'all see what I'm saying though? Like, let's just say that this is how it turned out. Then they're giving Bryce Young the franchise tag.
Oh yeah.
If we go into Philly and put up 38 points against the Eagles, like if that's the scenario that happened, Yeah, Bryce Young is the quarterback.
Right.
So.
Oh, Cody, you were talking about that article a while ago, about
Kyler Murray.
About Kyle Murray. I just wanted to add this in there. The guy that wrote the article on Panther Wire, respect to him, he referred to a different article that was written, and I looked that gentleman up. He is a Raider fan that wrote for the Raiders Wire, and he currently lives in New York. And I asked him on Twitter if he knew where Charlotte was, and he said it's down there in South Carolina, toward right below Charleston, isn't it? I said, yeah, sure is. You got it.
Yeah.
Charlotte was below Charleston in South Carolina. I said, yeah, sure is. He don't even know where Charlotte is. He don't know a damn thing about it. You know what he knowed? He got on NFL or ESPN. He looked at the passing yards of Bryce and said they might want a quarterback. His contract about up. There you go. That's it.
Yeah. Palmetto Money
got
says.
His clicks, so.
Oh yeah. Palmetto Money says, "What are your thoughts on Asante Samuel Jr.?" So Asante Samuel.
Oh yeah. Let's talk about that.
Asante met with the Panthers, but he's also meeting with a bunch of other teams.
Yes.
I believe the 49ers are one of them.
Yeah.
What do y'all think about the Panthers potentially signing Asante Samuel? Jake I'm gonna let Jake go first because he saw the comment. Go ahead, Jake.
I like it, and I didn't realize until what was it today, Pickle? It was either today or yesterday that you told me that Smith Wade's been actually playing safety.
Well, I told you that today. I listened to the Evero presser. See, folks, yeah, I know y'all don't like some of these guys. If you listen every Thursday to these coordinators' pressers, tidbit things you find out. I've always, and Cody knows this, I've always commented about how when Mogrig drops into the box, we put two safeties out there in the back, right? With three safety look, and I like it. Well, apparently I've been wrong all this fucking time. Because according to Evero, Smith Wade drops in at safety, and Mogrig comes to the box. I had no idea Smith Wade dropped it. I even got on film a little bit, and he does that. Now, I don't know that he's been doing it all year, but he's dropping back as a safety when they're playing in their big nickel packages, where Mogrig comes into the box as like a linebacker, and Asante Samuels would be perfect in that role.
He's a ball hawk. I mean, he's undersized. I know people's going to be saying, well, he's only like 5'10". I get that, but he's a ball hawk. He's had two interceptions every
Smith
year.
Wade's 5'10",
last year when he had that injury.
5'9", something like that.
Yeah, I still like Smith Wade. Don't get me wrong. I still like Smith Wade, but to add Asante Samuel Jr. to this secondary, I do believe it's an upgrade. I think it's better for the team. He's only 26 years old, I believe. And it's all about what team he wants to go to. I mean, that's what
in my opinion, it's strictly my opinion, he's shopping.
Yeah, he is.
What you giving me? Mm-hmm. What you giving me? And where am I going to play?
Mm-hmm.
And what your outlook for your team is?
Do you think the Panthers would break the bank open for him?
It's all up to.
I don't. I think they'll be fair. Brandon Tillis has always been fair. But he ain't.
I don't think he's gonna overpay.
Brandon Tillis don't sign stupid contracts.
Yeah, he's not gonna overpay.
Understand that. I've heard people complain about Chuba's contract. Oh, we paid him too much. I heard a guy on Twitter for the last couple of weeks. Jake knows who I'm talking about, screaming that Robert Hunt's massively overpaid him when he trade his ass.
They said the same thing about Damian Lewis too. And look, he's the best offensive lineman probably on the team.
People had the. No, I'm not going to be. Oh, the fuck I ain't. If people would quit being ignorant and look at a simple website and understand these are great contracts and there's easy outs and everything. If we wanted to cut Robert Hunt right today, we would save $16 million. But they're not going to do that. We all know that.
I believe he had I know Brad just had a comment that was talking about his injury. I could be wrong, but I think he had like a spine fusion or some shit like that. And don't get me wrong, I don't know if he's going to play right away. I know the doctors cleared him. That's the reason why he's meeting with teams right now. I don't know if he's in game shape. I mean, like I said, that's shit that we just don't know at this point. But I still think it would be a good move. But I agree. I don't think they're going to overpay for Asante Samuel Jr.
Yeah, I mean, I would love to have him, especially if we're gonna legit make a playoff push, bro. That would be a great player to have at this point in time.
Definitely
Bro,
would.
I just saw this photo. I gotta put it up because it's too good to not share. Bro,
We could give him Nick Scott's place.
bro, get him, get him.
I like that shit.
I'll be honest with you, Cardiac Cat. I know. Look, I'm the first one to say that I've talked so much smack about Nick Scott. I've seen that dude miss tackles, especially prior to this year. I will say that he has stepped up a lot this year, though. I mean, I'm not saying the dude's an absolute star, but he's definitely an upgrade to what he's been to prior. He definitely is.
No. Nick Scott's played really well this year.
Yeah.
But aside from being the ball hawk that he is, playing free safety, while Trevor Moore is up close to the line, like I can see that being pretty damn nasty.
I agree.
Right. I tell you who I would replace. Well, I've got to make sure. I don't think this guy's. I think ESPN's website's fucked up. Well, maybe that ain't. AKB Evans, number something. number something. He's a corner that's supposed to be playing behind Michael Jack, number 29. He's got 4 tackles this whole year. All he does is play special teams. Get his ass off the fucking roster.
Yeah.
I'm trying to think of who it is. It's not Corey Burton. It's not.
Make some room for Asante.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't think it would be hard to find one spot to just.
I can't say the name. I'll put the name in the private chat and the regular chat.
But I agree. I'm not even going to try to pronounce that first. Well, it was that. Cody, good luck, brother. Good luck.
Well, I'm going to try. Let me try. Caleb Evans. Bro, I was expecting to see like 15 different syllables.
Hey, no, get Pickle to say Taylor Moton, bro. That man says Motron.
Boys, y'all gotta sound
Hey, y'all need to suck it up, Buttercup.
No, I love it when you say his name. You say Motron. You say Motron.
No, you want all right. Y'all love that, so I'm gonna say it one time, get y'all giggled. Taylor Motron.
Yeah, that's my favorite player. Taylor Motron. And you know who my second favorite player was? Adam Theoden. You never love it, Pickle.
Oh, I love it.
Hey, can we bring
the hell up?
Oh, there we go. We deserved it. Hey, can I bring up an old conversation that we've had multiple times? But
well, you're here, so apparently
I know.
I know people. So.
I felt like it deserved a revisiting in spite of recent events. So let's bring it up. Let's talk about it. A former Panthers player, we're used to this. A former Panthers player goes on another team and is balling out of control, boys. Right now, Brian Burns has 11 sacks for the New York Giants. That is leading the NFL. He has one more than Myles Garrett. Boys, I'm going to revisit this. Did we make a mistake not paying Brian Burns and having him here on this defense right now?
Scott Fitterer made 2 mistakes. For one, never trading him for them 2 first-round picks for the Rams, because I would have done that in a heartbeat. He made that mistake, and at the same time, he made the other mistake of waiting too long to even negotiate with Brian Burns. So when Scott Fitterer was a GM during that time, it was a mistake. But looking at it now, I mean, it is what it is, man. I mean, we would have been paying him. How much was it that what was even the talking price at that point in time? Could you even remember?
I don't know, but now, when you look at what his contract is now, it's below. It's like he's not even
below, Crosby, Myles Garrett,
a bunch of dudes are ahead.
That's true. That's the reason why when we signed J.C. Horn, people was like, "Oh my God, overpay." But look at what happened right after he got paid. There was like 3 or 4 guys that made J.C. Horn go from top to like you think it's 4th or 5th now, maybe even lower than that now. I'm not 100% sure on that. But I mean, that's what happens. You got to get ahead. If a guy, if you're talking 4th year in a first round picks, contract, that's a problem. You really want to pay these guys in their 3rd year if they're first rounders, especially. You don't want to wait after that because I mean it's only going to go up then, especially if they ball out. If you bet on them and they ball out, then you're going to lose that contract negotiation. It just is.
All right, Cody, let me answer your question. The Panthers got a 5th round pick and a 2nd round pick with Brian Burns' trade, correct?
Mm-hmm.
They drafted Princely, Human Lellen, and Nick Scorton with them 2 picks. So would you rather have one Brian Burns or them 2 rookies? I don't think we can make a judgment on them 2 rookies right now. They're making rookie salary cap.
Well,
they're making rookie contracts. Brian Burns is definitely not a rookie contract.
But remember, it's not just them. Shout out to Sean McCreary in the chat. Says, didn't we get Lewis and Hunt with Burns' money?
Yeah, exactly. I mean, and that's another adage. You can't just say we should have kept Burns. That's, you know what? I'm on the road tonight. That's a cheap ass way to say it. If you're a fan and you said we definitely should have kept Brian Burns, you know what? That's what a guy who that's what the guy who thought Charlotte was underneath Charleston in South Carolina. That's the kind of fan you are. Because you got to understand the depth of that conversation. And like Jake said, by the time, now if you want to blame Scott Fritter for it, go ahead. I don't care. But by the time Dan Morgan was given the keys to handle the situation, the damage had been done.
That's the reason why I blame Scott Fritter.
There's been more than a few beat reporters and a very good friend of Brian Burns, as she claims to be, has often commented about this on a space. Yeah, laugh at me, Jake. You know what I'm talking about. That said,
what?
That by the time Dan Morgan got the keys to the building, the damage was done and Burns was already out. He wasn't coming back. If you tagged him, he wouldn't have been. He would have been held out for most through the season. That's a fact.
And I'm not. And look, I'm gonna keep it real too. I'm gonna keep it 100. But Brian Burns was a good player. He's a great player now. He was a good player. I would say good to great with us because he did have production with us. But right now he's a star right now for the Giants. And look, credit all to him, man, because the dude, he did rise to the case. I mean, how many times have we seen players get paid and they fall off? It happens all the damn time.
And also the fact that this continues to happen to the Panthers, that we have players that go somewhere else and they end up looking godly, man. Dude, but hold on. Let me mention a couple, and then I want to let Cardiac Cat jump in the conversation. But Sam Darnold, Baker Mayfield, that goes without saying, right? Christian McCaffrey, he goes out, he balls out for the 49ers, and by the way, he's another guy having a really good season. For all the injuries he's had. He's one of the least injured players on that 49ers team this year. Now you add Brian Burns, and now he's putting up the type of numbers that we drafted Brian Burns to get. Like, it's literally, we wanted him to be a 10-plus sacks a year guy. And look, let's be real. Let's not change the narrative now. A lot of us felt like Brian Burns had a bunch of near misses in his career. That there was a couple plays, right? The king of almost.
I still believe that.
There were so many plays where he could have had a sack, but just didn't quite do enough to finish and wrap them up. So now he's finally doing that, and this is just another in a long line of Panthers players that have gone on to look really good. So it's like all those points that we made, those are legit. You have Gabriel Lewis, who's incredible. You have Robert Hunt. He's been hurt, but everybody loves that dude and what he means to the O-line. We're more excited to have him back. Now you bring up Princely and Nick Scorton. Like, those dudes are going to be the future of our pass rush. At least we're hoping. So that doesn't fall on deaf ears, but that's a big number for Brian Burns, and he's looking pretty damn good right now. Go ahead, Cardiac.
It is, but what is this, like year 6 or year 7 for Brian Burns?
I think it's
He
year
was
6.
with us for what,
Year
5?
7.
I think
I
he
can
was
look it up.
drafted. Wasn't he drafted in 2019? Was it 19 or 18? One of those.
I can't remember exactly.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, he was always a good player for us. Nobody wanted him to leave. We just didn't want to pay him to be the top player in the league, and he wasn't the top player. You know, we offered him like $23 million. He wanted 30. I mean,
yeah, no, you're not wrong.
Well, he
was drafted in 2019.
We offered him.
Yeah, that's what I thought. 2019.
We originally
and had
offered
we
him
extended him
23.
2 years earlier, he might have still wanted a bigger contract 3 years after that. I mean, that's how these players are now.
Yeah,
you know, they never make it to the end of a contract before they negotiate again.
His first year he had 7.5 sacks. His second year he had 9. Third year he had 9. That's when we should have paid him. By the way, 2021 is when we should have paid him, because after his third year is when he had 12.5 sacks in his fourth year, and in his fifth year he had 8 sacks with us before we traded him to New York.
Yeah. I mean, you know, I'm also really not, you know, how many wins has those 11 sacks gotten the New York Giants?
Exactly.
And
I mean,
really,
let's be real though. When Brian Burns was here, he had his best year when he had Hassan Riddick on the other side of him. It's not like, I mean, what do they got to do? They got to draft 3 or 4 stud defensive guys for Brian Burns to show out 1 year. Whoopie-doo. I mean, you know, Brian Burns is doing what he's doing. Y'all mark my words. After this season, he's going to hold out wanting a bigger paycheck or trade it.
Well, how many years did the Giants give him?
Don't matter.
Wasn't it 4?
I think it was 4 years, like $120 million, something like that.
But I mean, you mentioned it, or somebody mentioned it in the chat that I mean, it's not just him. I mean, that Giants defense is good. Like, the record might not show it.
They do have.
They have a very good defense on paper. Dexter Lawrence is a dog on that defensive line. They have him. They have Thibodeau. Thibodeau's still a good player. They have what's the rookie they just drafted? Carter. I don't know his first name. They just drafted him. They have a decent secondary. That defense is stout. That is a stout defense. It really is.
Oh, that's why he's showing out. I got you now.
No, absolutely.
The Giants can save a shitload of money if they traded him.
I mean, listen, I would say good for Brian Burns. Hey, by the way, he always does the Spider-Man thing, and now he's in New York.
Yeah.
So does that not work out best for him? Hey, man. But
you know what? There's a lot of things in New York he probably likes. There's probably pretty women in New York, you know? There's probably...
there's pretty women in Charlotte, man.
Well, apparently,
as somebody who lives in Charlotte,
in New York,
lives in Charlotte, I can confirm.
Hey, there is a waitress that works at Clutch.
Maybe
yeah.
Maybe he prefers.
She looks good.
There's a couple of them that work at Clutch, Jay.
Maybe Brian Burns prefers the women in New York versus the one woman in Charlotte. Maybe. I better stop it.
Bum, bum, bum. You're going to get me in even more trouble, Pickle.
No, but I wish Brian the best, man. I hope he has a great season. I loved him when he was here.
Yeah.
You know?
I don't
he may have had a better last year with us had he not been all upset, because he even said, you know, I wasn't playing my hardest because I was afraid I was going to get hurt in a contract year.
And I always loved his interviews.
That always rubbed me the wrong way, Cardiac.
That rubbed me the wrong way, too.
As an older guy that's watched 30 years or 35, 40 years of football, that just rubs me the wrong way. It just does. I understand what he was saying. It just rubs me the wrong way. So
no, it rubbed me the wrong way too. But I also say this: he was here during some bad years for
That's
the Panthers, and
That's
it's
true.
the same thing I say about
Yeah.
Chuba, same thing I said about J.C. Horn. When these dudes have been battling their asses off for a team that has just been a dumpster fire for such a long time, genuinely, you want to pay those dudes for the work that they've put in. That's why I'm so happy that if the Panthers are able to make the playoffs this year, I'm happy for Derrick Brown. I'm happy for J.C. Horn. I'm happy for these dudes that have been busting ass for a long time and finally get to see the fruits of their efforts pay off. I want it to pay off for those.
I'm happy for Chuba. I mean, I know he hasn't produced either, but he's another player that's been here since his rookie season. That he's been through some tough times too.
Yeah. Right. And look, let's be real. If Brian Burns had broken that 10 sack marker a year or two, we would have paid him. And the fan base would have been pounding the table to pay him.
I agree, Brad. 100%. 100%.
Like I said, I honestly think it had a lot to do with we waited too long to even have negotiations with him.
That comment is the Panther Pickle comment of the night.
We better focus on defense and O-line depth in the next draft. No more weapons for Bryce Young.
I don't want to. Well, I would say no more weapons. But no more first round weapons. I'm sorry. I don't want to hear first round wide receiver. I'm sorry. No. We have as of right now.
I wouldn't mind if you spent a 7th round pick on a tight end. I'd be all right with that.
It don't even have to be that late. Like anywhere from around the 5th, 6th round.
A good lead blocking fullback.
I mean, Jimmy Horn. I know we haven't seen a lot of him, but I still think. I mean, when I see him on the field, he produces, man. He just does.
Yeah.
I mean, I think it should. No, go ahead.
I was looking at a mid-season mock draft today, and they had us taking a wide receiver from Ohio State with our first round pick.
I just look. I know we still have a lot of more games to go this season, but I just don't see another. That would mean 3 seasons back to back to back that we draft a wide receiver in the first round. I just don't see it, man. I mean, we can argue all day about XL's this or that hasn't produced as much as we hoped he has. But look, I'm not saying don't draft a wide receiver. I'm just saying don't draft a wide receiver in the first round. That's all I'm saying. We got more like middle linebacker. We need a Mike linebacker very bad. I loved Trevin Wallace. I think he's a good player, great linebacker, and he still has plenty of time to keep developing. But I still think we need a captain as a linebacker. I'm talking about a guy that's pushing around defensive linemen saying your ass needs to be right the fuck there, line up. You need to go here. This is the call outs. And that's what we need on this defense. I think safety is another position that we need depth wise. If anything, we still need those. I love Ransom, and I think he's a baller. He's definitely a great tackler, and he could develop into something. But I just think at this point in time we have other needs right now than a wide receiver, first round wide receiver at that.
Right, I 100% agree. Linebacker, corner, safety, they're all needs. Edge rusher. Well, honestly, if you're going to the first round. And yes, we drafted 2 young, high potential, talented edge rushers. Cody Lack, if you are drafting it, hypothetically, right now we're drafting pick 16.
Yeah.
And the best edge rusher in the draft is staring you in the face at pick 16. Are you going to not draft him because you draft Princely and Gordon?
No, I mean, dude, look. We just got done talking about the Giants. They went out and got Brian Burns. But they already had Kayvon Thibodeau, and they just drafted Abdul Carter. Like, you're trying to get after the quarterback. Now, I will say this, Pickle. I would prefer another top-tier defensive tackle, probably a little bit more than I would an edge rusher. Because you know me, I love them pocket destroyers.
I know who he wants too. That's why he said that. I know who he wants from defensive tackle. Man.
Yeah, well,
he's saying that because
go. Peter Woods, baby.
Peter Woods.
Go get him.
We don't need to draft nobody from Clemson.
Shut the hell up.
I'm looking for an inside linebacker. I want the next Ray Lewis.
Hey, I would love that, man. I wish linebackers could tackle like Ray Lewis. You can't do that no more. Them hip drop tackles are brutal, though. I will say that. I've seen them.
But by the way, shout out to Brad. shout out to Brad. I wouldn't even mind drafting another Mike's linebacker with the first round.
Right.
Find a Luke.
Yeah. Y'all,
Offensive lineman.
Y'all do yourself a favor as dedicated Panther fans. There is a it was done yesterday. There is a video on YouTube that's got the Luke Kuechly sitting down with the podcast for the NFL Network, Jeremiah and Bucky Brooks.
Yeah.
I don't remember the podcast name. I had it on my computer for a little while. Anyway, they asked Luke Kuechly if he could take a pill and all become get in shape and be 100% healthy and everything great, who would he sign a contract with?
Hurt your heart.
It hurts.
Yeah.
I'm telling you that straight up. It wasn't the Panthers.
He said the Chiefs, didn't he?
No. He said the Buffalo Bills.
Buffalo Bills.
Because they have his favorite defensive coordinator as a head coach.
Mine too.
John McDermott.
Mine too, by the way.
They have
But
his
I don't even blame him for
linebackers
that.
coach for their. No, I don't. I'm not saying that. I
Yeah, I know what you mean.
why he said
Like,
it.
by the way,
But
like
as
I
a
don't.
Panther fan, that still hurts.
How about this? It's probably the same reason that Shaq Thompson went there in free agency.
Yeah.
Why wouldn't you want to be there with Sean McDermott?
Right. Well, I mean, and Shaq knows the defense.
Yeah.
He knew it walking in. And like Luke would
Now,
know it walking in.
Pickle, I also didn't see the clip. Did they give him a caveat? Any team but the Panthers?
No.
Or
they
damn.
They didn't. I tried to. I can find the video easy enough, but to hunt up the clip, it would be hard. And
we gotta remember though, we've seen.
You know how sometimes you can make a clip, and
Yeah.
some podcasters can go in and turn that off that you can't make a clip. I couldn't. They wouldn't let me make a clip on that one. The little make a clip wasn't there.
I agree with that comment with Hila. It is hard to find it. It's not even hard. You're not going to find another Luke. You're just not.
No.
You can find somebody that's a great linebacker, but you're not going to find another Luke. You're just not.
No.
I mean, just like we're never going to find
You're
another
not.
Julius Peppers. You're not going to find another Julius Peppers. You're never going to find another
Look,
Cam Newton.
Those are once in a lifetime players.
Yep.
And they don't. I'll share it in the chat just as a reference if you want to go back and listen to it later. Like I said, I couldn't. I tried to find it before the show. I just couldn't. But and I'll also I'll share it on the groups. And I'll share it again on my timeline. But it's the Move the Sticks podcast. I'm sorry, it's the Move the Stick podcast.
If you can find it, I'll pull it up on stream.
Okay, well, let me.
To answer this question, Roseboom and I think they've gotten better week by week. I mean, I've criticized Roseboom a lot because he has missed tackles, but he's also lead tackles every game, it seems like. Like, the dude's a tackling machine, but I've seen him miss tackles.
Yes.
So it's kind of hard to actually evaluate Roseboom. I think Roseboom is a liability in coverage. Like, if he has to cover somebody, I mean, they're going to cook him. I mean, they just are. But if you're talking about him going to tackle a running back or tight end close to the line of scrimmage, he's going to go do that. He can do that. But don't ask that man to coverage 10, 15 yards back because he's going to get cooked all game long. He just is. Tevin Wallace, though, ever since they gave him the green dot and he asked for it, dude's balling. He just is.
Yeah.
I trust him. I trust Trevin Wallace in coverage way more than I do Roseboom.
Yeah, so our first pick in the draft next year should be the guy to replace Roseboom. And let him be a rotational player.
Well,
Jukes, whatever, bro.
Well, here's the thing, and Pickles agree with me. Well, you can't keep on winning and get premium players like you want. If the Panthers keep winning, then you got to think about things that are probably the sense of cornerback, linebacker.
You mean the draft?
Guard. Like you can't have it both ways. You can't keep winning.
But hold on, Jukes. Do you mean in the draft? Because
yes.
I would argue that if you're winning in the free agency, you become more of a destination. You know what I mean? Look at Philadelphia. Yeah, look at Philadelphia. Look at Baltimore. Like when you're a winning team, the best players want to come play for you.
And that's true. That's true. But historically,
I agree with her
that
list.
yes, historically, no one. I mean, you just seen the Chargers trade for a below average guard or tackle in Trevor Penning. So in a sense, where like if the Panthers keep winning, no one's going to let go of free agencies in guards and tackles. And I haven't even looked at the list, but like you have to think of the linebacker and look at the depth of the draft. Like this draft might be all defensive draft and guard draft and tackle draft. I mean, it's not going to be any wide receivers, and God forsaken any running backs. But like, yeah, you have to think about Christian Roseboom, the replacement. You got to have to think about competition for Devin Wallace. You're going to have to, and Mike Jack. You're going to have to think about competition for the second cornerback spot. And I think someone made a list. I think it was floating around. As soon as they beat the Packers, they said Dan Morgan's list should be middle linebacker, CB2, guard, and tackle. And I don't disagree with that.
I just want to give a quick shout out to our general manager Dan Morgan and Luke Kuechly as well, because I think that has them two guys, I should say, has had a lot to do with both the development of Roseboom and Trevor Wallace, because I know they're breaking down film with them guys. You can see it on the field, and they've even admitted to it. At least Trevor Wallace has. He's even said that Luke Kuechly and Dan Morgan both has helped him in the film review.
Yeah, no, absolutely, man. Like these, I feel like this team right now is what I would call resurgent. You know what I mean? Like we started out in some weird kind of ways, but I'm looking at this team right now, and the fact that we're getting better as the season goes on, that tells me that we're developing guys. You know what I mean? That we're actually taking guys, we're taking these molds of clay, and we are building them into something over time. And to me, that says that, you can draft all the best players in the world, but if you can't develop them and actually turn them into NFL players, because I don't care how good they are not prepared to fully be NFL players coming right out of college, no matter how talented they are. You have to develop them.
Plain example.
I mean, you look at our last two drafts, and picks 1 through 6 for us are competing on this team right now. And when's the last time we could say that, where it wasn't just our first round pick that played well?
Ever? It was possible.
It's development. Look at Sam Darnold I saw him on Thursday night or Sunday night throwing bombs, throwing darts, throwing like confidence. But he was sorry as ass with the Jets. You know what I'm saying? It's coaching, it's development, it's the program, it's the culture.
Yeah.
Having a good offensive line helps too.
So look, I want to welcome someone into the show. It's a free for all. I cannot not let him on the show.
Oh, I'm scared now.
We have a Patriots fan coming into the building. 6 rings. How are you, brother? How are you, man?
I'm good, man. How are you guys tonight?
Oh, I'm doing wonderful, man. It's another day where I draw.
Yeah, your team's good. Ever since getting blown out by New England, they stepped up.
I didn't like that ass whooping. Y'all gave us. I'm sorry.
And I'll say this. Drake May looks really damn good right now.
I know, Carolina. That's why I had to call in.
Yes, sir. Carolina made.
You know what? Tampa Bay, it's gonna be closer this week than people think.
Yeah, y'all play Tampa, right?
Yeah, it's gonna be a close one.
I need y'all to win.
You guys play?
I wish y'all luck.
We play the Saints.
Time
there you go. I agree. The first time ever, I wish them luck.
Go ahead and beat the Tampa Bay Buccaneers for us this weekend, bro. We don't.
We're injured too, though. We don't have Stevenson and we don't have Booty.
Oh damn! So
I know, and Booty has 6 touchdowns.
But isn't Tampa Bay?
I've heard. Maybe I've heard. If you're a Patriots fan, right? Some people are saying like Drake May is still like not like he's still throwing interceptions. Is that true? I haven't been watching Patriots game after. Is he still throwing interceptions? Or?
I think he has 3 this year so far.
Oh,
he has like the highest quarterback rating ever.
Yeah, he
has
does.
The highest quarterback rating. Yeah.
Didn't he break like a Tom Brady record or something?
Dude, that's insane, man.
Yeah,
I mean, that's the
Right,
missed like
Patriots.
one
he
pass
completed
per
about
game.
93%. Over 20 passes. So I think he went 21 out of 23 or something.
The
And then
Patriots.
Brady was like 88%. So he beat Brady's completion percentage over 20 passes thrown and completed.
Yeah, you have to correct me. How many years did y'all have to suffer after Tom Brady? It wasn't long before y'all got Drake May, right? How many
Well, we
years?
had that year with Mac Jones, right?
Oh, yes, that's right.
So we had that year was pretty
And
good.
you had with Cam.
So they didn't even have a suffering really after Tom Brady left.
Oh no, they started
Man.
Bailey Zappi, so there was some suffering
That
in
was
there.
that was the downfall.
But you know
He
what?
said
You
there
know
was
what?
some
They had the right coach. They got the right coach and the offensive coordinator. See, this is the thing. Josh McDaniels, he's always good. He's a great offensive. I think he may go to the Hall of Fame as an offensive coordinator, but be one of the worst coaches
so Drake
ever.
May has 17 touchdowns and 4 interceptions this year.
Yeah, that's not bad at all.
And he's a hybrid quarterback. He can run it too, man. I love hybrid quarterbacks, man. I love it when you can throw it and run it, man. That just brings another element to the game.
What he's good at though, he gets a lot of people involved, you know.
So now,
yeah.
If now, Cody, I'm gonna ask chat. If you redraft this draft now, who would you have? Caleb Williams, Jaden Daniels, or Drake May?
Drake May.
If I for the Panthers, yeah, dude, why wouldn't I want the Charlotte kid who grew up idolizing Cam Newton? You know what I'm saying?
I will
think
criticize
the Panthers would have took
if Jaden Daniels was healthier and stayed healthy, it would be closer than people would realize because they would be between Jaden Daniels and Drake.
So
May.
I don't
Daniels
know.
is good.
Yeah, no, that's what I'm saying. I don't know.
Good quarter, but he's injury prone, you know.
Now he's really starting to have a lot of injuries. But you know what? Even Caleb Williams is starting to look really good. I don't know, man. There's no guarantee. Like, I know we ended up having the number 1 overall pick that went to the Bears, but if we would have gone with, say, Andy Dalton or Sam Darnold or whatever for another year, there's no guarantee that we would have been picking number 1. So maybe we would have been right around where the Patriots were, number 3, number 4. You know, maybe we could have picked up Drake May at that time.
The thing I like though about Drake May is 1 week Stephon Diggs has a touchdown. Then Hunter Henry, he's like a point guard.
He's smart.
Yeah. Everyone's getting involved. We don't have one guy with like 9 touchdowns, like the Colts.
But he can pass. He can pass deeper. That's what
He's
Bryce Young was supposed to be. But he passes. He gets the deep passes.
Yeah, that's my thing
100%.
with Drake. You know, one of the things that we're wanting to see from Bryce Young is a downfield passing attack, and that's really just not what he does well.
But he's a little short, you know what I mean? He's like 5'11". Drake May has better genetics, you know what I mean? For this position.
From a strength, from an arm talent.
I'm going to argue with this, Cody. I'm going to argue with that because in college, he never had big receivers like that. He had fast receivers who get down the field. They don't have it now. They have big receivers. They pretty much give the same blueprint that Cam had.
What are you in there taking?
Kevin Benjamin and Devin Funchess, XL, and Tet. I'm sorry, T-Mac, Jalen Coker. 3 big-ass receivers.
Going in there and getting pills out of the kitchen without asking.
Drake May is going to go down in history as the best quarterback to ever come out of UNC. I'm just going to say that. He just is.
It's a little early to say it, you know.
It's early, but I'm telling you, he's only going to get better.
But what is all the quarterbacks that have come out of UNC? Like it's not a very long list.
I can say the same thing about Clemson. Don't go there, Cody. Don't even go there.
No.
Hey,
by
there's
the way,
one. Hey,
all right, Cody, I'm ready.
Let me say this, and I'm going to. I feel like it's so super petty that Bill Belichick and Michael Lombardi are blocking the Chapel Hill to celebrate the Patriot Drake May quarterback because he's still bitter.
That don't have nothing to do with Drake May, though. That don't have nothing to do with Drake May.
I know.
That has a lot to do with Bill Belichick and Robert Kraft. I'm not blaming Drake May. I'm blaming Bill Belichick and Michael Lombardi. I agree. Yeah.
No. So Pickle, I got it. I put it on 28-28.
All right.
So this is Luke Kuechly saying, let me share a screen real quick.
This is the thing, though, when you compare Drake May. He's 6'4", so he can throw over the offensive line,
Yes, he can.
defensive lines, a little bit easier than.
Well, but you know what thing? Like to me, the height has never been the problem with him, though, because there have been short guys that can push the ball downfield. Kyler Murray has a big arm. Drew Brees never had an issue pushing the football.
Russell Wilson is one of the best deep balls.
Do you know
I'm not saying that Kyler is some great quarterback. I'm just saying from an arm talent perspective, the dude has a big arm and is a shorter quarterback.
The best
even Russell Wilson was 5'10", and he would throw bombs downfield when he was younger.
Examples,
He's literally the only quarterback that's ever won a Super Bowl under 6 foot. Russell Wilson.
Yeah.
But Drake
Drew Brees.
One last thing, Drake May. I think Drake May's best development that he's had is him reading defenses. I think he's gotten so much better reading defenses and capitalize on what he sees and just reading the field. Since snapping the ball, he's reading it way better now.
He's kind of like Josh Allen 2.0. Yeah. You give him an average team, and he just does wonders with it.
That's who he was compared to coming out. They would say he was like a mixture of Justin Herbert and Josh Allen, which is not a bad combination. Hey, I want to play this clip real quick. This is from the Move the Six podcast, Luke Kuechly with Daniel Jeremiah and Bucky Brooks. I put it on 28 Pickle, so I'm hoping that this is.
Yeah. But when you have studs that can go, let's let those guys go do what they do best. Look, if you could come back and just play for 1 year, but you could pick any defense, any defensive scheme to go play in, who would you want to play for and why?
I mean, it's easy for me. I love the Sean McDermott defense. That's what I grew up in. That's what I played. I've got a great feel for it. I understand it. I know where my stress is. I know where I have issues. I know where I can be aggressive. I know even watching, we played him, I don't know, it was 2 weeks ago, watching that defense, it makes me smile because in the low red zone, they called a couple plays and I'm like, guys, I know exactly what this play call is. And that was what I would go back and play for that for a lot of reasons. Number one, I love Sean McDermott. Number two, the linebacker coach, Al Holcomb, was who coached me for a majority of my career in Carolina. Bobby Babbitt, the defensive coordinator, was in Carolina for a year or two, maybe when I was here. So I know that defense. I've got a lot of confidence in that defense. I know where to be. I know where to line up. I know where my eyes are. Al was a fantastic coach for me. So I think it's an easy one for me.
I got a quick follow-up because I'm curious because on paper, on the surface, it appears that they're not playing with like a bunch of A-level guys. But the unit plays really, really well. What is it about the scheme or what is it about Sean that he can get a bunch of unheralded players to play at the level that they traditionally play at year after year?
I think they play extremely hard. I think they fly around. I think they hit. I think that they do a great job of coaching the guys that aren't the starters. In the event that guys get hurt, you plug another guy in, and it just doesn't matter.
And Jeremiah.
Yeah, Bucky Brooks used to be a Panther scout, for those who do not know.
But by the way, after hearing him, like, dude, that hit me so different. That hit me so different when he was like, yeah, when the Bills were playing the Panthers, I knew exactly what defense the Bills were running, what they were about to do, what the scheme fit was.
He was there for that game. He was there.
I fucking miss this man so much.
He was there. Hey, Pickle. He was there in that game calling on the radio. Luke Kuechly was. That dude, there was a video of Luke Kuechly. He looked so frustrated after the game, bro. It wasn't even funny. Like, he looked like he wanted to run out there and play right now for the Panthers.
Right.
The dude was frustrated.
He knew what they were doing.
Yeah, he did.
I mean, just by the alignment. He talks about, earlier in this video, he talked about how before games, him and Sean McDermott would sit and watch film on Saturday night when everybody was eating or partying or whatever they do before a game. Him and Sean McDermott were sitting in front of a computer or TV watching film, and Sean would have his chart saying, now, what do you see right now? What do you see here? And Luke would tell Sean what he would see, and Sean would take notes. And then they would compare it Monday about what Luke saw, what he didn't see. They also asked him if he thought he could call defensive plays while he was coaching or while he was playing. He said he don't think you could while he was playing. But
Luke Kuechly has, in my personal opinion, one of the greatest football minds of all time on defense, especially. I mean, I know a lot of people don't really read into the top 100 list, and I don't blame them, but I mean, it is a list that's voted on by the players. But I used to watch it all the time, and I just remember players saying over and over again, like the dude was Luke would call out plays before they happened at the line, like he knew what the play was going to be before it happened.
Right, he knew
he's a brilliant. He is a brilliant, and I mean brilliant football player, and that's still there with them. It's still with them.
Right.
Is that popping with a UFL Bryce Young jersey?
Blow me up. Blow me up. Hey, blow me up.
Pop. Bro, you crazy for that one, bro. That's wild.
Falcon colors at that. That makes it more wild.
That's wild, bro. Damn. Popping back on the free for all with Bryce in the UFL jersey. That's cold, Pop.
Hey, I had to come on in. Come on in.
Yeah, man. I hear you, bro.
Hey, man, hold on, man. Y'all having a growing hair contest? What's going on with you and Jake?
I mean,
shit, my hair.
Cody don't have that long hair like he used to. That man used to look like Jon Snow back in the day. He don't look like that no more.
Bro,
he don't look like that no more.
My hair is still long. It's just not. It's not.
Bro, you got a perm. It ain't long, bro. Come on now.
Catch up,
Pickle.
Pickle, where you at? Catch up, Pickle.
Hey, yo, the funniest comment I've seen was last week.
I have proof that my beard was long. But y'all, no. Panther Pickle don't do long.
Pickle, that just means you eat ass, Pickle. That's all that means.
Yo, you know how many times G Baby said Pickle eats ass?
Let Pop, let me tell you. I'll tell you the same thing.
No.
There's a reason why
No.
I can't hear you, Pickle. I can't hear you, Pickle.
I'm dropping the rock on this entire conversation.
On me.
We are not about to talk about no ass sitting on the free for all. Goddamn it! What the fuck, man? Y'all boys, Pop. You see what kind of chaos you bring?
I had to turn it up one time because y'all was out here putting people to sleep. Hello.
Hey, I appreciate you, bro. We this is a
2 pumps. 2 pumps. There you go.
Just two. That's all I'm saying.
I made Jake take off his glasses. You feel me?
I damn near passed out on that one. Oh, Lord.
Oh, hey, Pop. Tell me we're about to put the belt to ass on the Saints this Sunday, bro.
Listen, I'm so confident. I love it. Now I'm not taking them lightly because this is a divisional game. But I feel like, you know how you feel like when you roll back the tape and you watch them dance in your locker room with brooms and Sean Payton was doing the little Sean Payton dance.
Yeah.
Did y'all forget about that?
Oh, I never forget that, man.
I think that Canales is as Christian as he is and as nice as he is. He needs to roll back the tape to remind them folks, because I heard J.C. Horn say, well, there ain't no real rivalries. No, bitch, yes, it is.
Yeah,
yes, it is. It is a rivalry.
Love that answer, man.
Yeah, it is a rivalry. Ask your daddy. When your daddy came to play the Carolina Panthers, did he not put on? Stop the cap, J.C. Horn. I know you're $100 million rich, but that don't mean you got to come out here and act like it ain't it's a rivalry. Yeah. It's a fucking rivalry.
Yeah.
And just like we torched your daddy, you better go out here and torch them.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, straight like that.
Hey, man,
J.C. Horn is on. My bad, Cody.
No, I was saying they got Tyler Fuckboy as their quarterback. So J.C. needs to come away with about 2 of them things. You know
J.C.
what I mean?
Horn.
2 picks.
He's on pace to break his interception record. I think he got 3 on the year. I think that's the most he's ever had. I think he's going to get more. I wouldn't be surprised if he ends the year with 6 interceptions. And hey, that he's worth all the money that he's gotten in his contract. The Saints got Tyler. I don't know who the hell you are. Probably had one of the worst throws in combine history that I've ever even seen. That was horrible. And I know people's like, oh, it's just one throw. I get that. I'm not saying I would be more worried about the Saints right now. Like I said earlier in a pod, that if they had a veteran quarterback, I'm just not worried about their quarterback. I mean, I know it's a rivalry game. It's a game that anything can happen, but I still fully expect us to win that game. And matter of fact, I'm gonna go forward and say that we're gonna win by 2 touchdowns.
Look, let me throw up this dude that just refuses to retire. This is what he says about his confidence in their locker room at this point in time.
What's crazy is we were what 2-7, whatever we were at the time, 3 and something. The locker room has way better energy this year than we did last year. Last year, it felt like we were devoid of energy. I won't say hope, but this year it's just like we understand what we have to do, and it has to be a we thing.
What do you think that is? I mean, is it the leadership? Is it, the veterans in the room? Like, well, how have you been able to keep that kind of morale up?
I'll say it's got to be the locker room, right? Like each one of these guys, each one of these men is working their butt off in practice, and we're all speaking the same things. So if you talk to Brandon Cooks, it's like, man, we got to be positive. We got to be able to uplift our teammates. You talk to AK, and he's like, AK ain't never changed. So like he's always gonna be consistent as they come. Like, hey, this is the work that we have to do, and it's always been a we. So nobody's being an individual. I mean,
He talks so much shit about the Panthers more than any other team in the division. I don't know. I stopped watching him because he always dog shits the Panthers. But my thing, what is he? He's primarily a right end, a right defensive end. So he'll be over there with Icky, right?
He's primarily retired. That's what he is.
Yeah, he'd be working on it. I ain't even worried about Icky's gonna lock his ass up. He locked up Parsons. He's sure the hell gonna lock his 30-plus-year-old ass up too. I'm not even, talk all that shit. You're gonna take the L Sunday. I'm not worried.
He's an ambassador of the downfall of the Saints. Ain't that crazy?
Right. I mean,
yeah.
he
ain't did shit.
No, he talks his talk, but he don't walk his walk. He just don't. I'm sorry, he don't. He don't walk his walk anymore. There's a reason why the Saints are 1-8. It's not because they've had bad luck. It's not because it's because they suck. I'm sorry, it is. When the Panthers were 1-15, we weren't 1-15 because our quarterback got a boo-boo on his finger.
And let me give y'all some news.
Sucked ass.
Some news to make y'all feel even better about the matchup. Alvin Kamara listed as questionable. So they might not even have their best, damn near most tenured player.
Do we got a Saints fan in here now?
No, you know what we got, bro? Shout out to the guys coming on here with the wild AVs. That's them ain'ts right there, baby. Shout out my man Twan Don from the 704 Charlotte Bound Show. Twan Don, what's up, brother?
Respect. What's going on, man? How y'all feeling?
What's up, man?
Doing good, Twan. How about you, brother?
Yeah, man. About to get ready to destroy my wife's whole family. It's gonna be a lot of depression around here on Sunday.
Did you buy up on your tissues, bro?
Huh?
Did you buy up on them tissues?
I'm about to mail some too, man.
Damn.
I want to get on Cody Lack ass right away though.
Oh shit! What I do now, bro?
I need you to put the camera on just yourself.
Just me?
Yeah.
Oh well, hell.
Bro, I mean, I know I'm handsome and shit, but I don't.
Okay, you ready for this?
Damn, my monitor.
I need you to repeat after me, man.
Oh man, bro.
I
apologize.
All the bad shit.
For all the bad shit? Where's this going, bro?
That you said about Brian Burns.
Oh,
you made Cody nervous.
We had that.
I thought you were about to say Icky. I thought honestly you were about to say Icky.
No, we had that.
No. It ain't just you. It's Nick Gaskins and all you motherfuckers. I need you to apologize to that man right fucking now.
I apologize to absolutely no one. I'd rather have Robert Hunt and Gabriel Lewis on this offensive line than Brian Burns. I'm sorry.
No, you want one of them on the offensive line, but you want Burns back. You want him back.
Cody, stop the cap. Keep it real with me, Cody. Cody, come on now. Come on.
I said this earlier.
Listen, Cody, Lack, wavy gravy, baby. Come on now. You are tripping.
Yelling. Bro,
What up, baby?
Give me 2 more
seasons. How y'all doing?
2 more seasons of Nick Scorton and Prince of Your Mind be yelling, and y'all gonna be saying Burns who? Bro,
no, the fuck we ain't.
Yeah, the hell we is.
Why did it take him 6 years to figure out how to get all these sacks?
What is that?
It ain't about how long it takes; it's that you do it.
Hold
on.
Tag me in. Pickle.
Carolina has a
Pickle, you're being disrespectful because listen, and with all respect, as passing the torch down to other Carolina Panther fans that gonna pick up the torch after Pickle, Cody, Twan, whoever. You gotta have predecessors. Jake, we want to. It might be Jake Jr. holding the Corona. It might be a Corona Jr. You know what I'm saying? Modelo Flight, whatever the fuck it is.
Yingling.
Yingling. I was a Yingling guy at one point. You know what I'm saying? But the thing is, though, Brian Burns was the predecessor to the next new generation coming up. Would y'all not want that? Pickle, Cody.
But hold up, but let me answer to that though.
The teacher, the sensei.
Let me answer that though. Hold on. What Pickle said earlier too.
I didn't hear Pickle earlier.
Hold up. Those draft picks that we got in return for Brian Burns ended up giving us Nick Scorton and Prince of Yaman Miguelin.
Did they give us pass rush and leading sacks?
You're talking about the future of the Carolina Panthers. Bro, that's it right there, man.
We don't know what they're gonna produce.
But Cody, you telling me that I can have Brian Burns and still have those same guys?
Are y'all
somebody tell me no.
But hold on, are y'all telling me you wouldn't want Robert Hunt and Gabriel Lewis?
We wouldn't have all the
Gabriel Lewis.
We wouldn't have all the players that we have on this roster right now
because he has talent around him. Brian Burns is only played good.
We need those guys.
A lot of pressure on every quarterback we play, bro.
Jake, we need those guys.
I don't know. I mean, the answer is question. Truthfully, I don't know. I don't know.
Jake,
no, I don't.
And I can see it on your face. Jake, you do know. Because 10 sacks right now.
He don't even have 10. He has 11.
Solo me and Jake real quick.
Who's leading sacks right now?
Let me ask a question.
There you go.
Cody, we have y'all kicker, man. You've had enough Florida State players on this team. We have y'all kicker.
Man. I just want
Thank you, Jake. That's enough. We don't need.
Are y'all gonna tell me that y'all would prefer to have Brian Burns over the massive holes that Gabriel Lewis is opening up?
You keep saying Gabriel. Who the hell is Gabriel Lewis, Cody? It's Damian Lewis. Damian Lewis.
Get on his ass, Jake. Get on his ass, Jake.
No,
get on his ass, Jake.
He's saying Gabriel. I know why he's saying Gabriel.
Bro, I'm out here, bro. Peace out.
He did a close up.
I'm out.
Oh wow, he left his.
I can't do nothing.
Hey, I mean, he gotta apologize, man. He gotta follow that sword.
To show y'all, let's go. I apologize for absolutely fucking nothing. Let's move on to the next.
Me next. I apologize for fucking nothing. This is only good because he has talent around him. That's why he didn't do it last year.
Twan, I said
Pickle. Is it his fault or the organization fault?
It doesn't matter.
Look, it's
No, it does matter because you know what I find funny, Pickle. Well, you know what I find funny is how we find excuses for everybody else being successful when we're not being successful. We know that Brian Burns needed help. We know Derrick Brown
I can answer this question right now. I can answer this question right now.
It's a team sport.
It's Scott Fitter's fault.
We're not talking about Jordan.
No. It's Scott Fitter's fault. Look, I said this earlier.
He was gone.
Stop it.
He should have got paid. Look, Brian Burns should have got paid in his third year.
You ain't had, and we haven't had anybody beside Derrick
Brown
or Brian Burns.
They waited too fucking long to pay. They waited too long to have. They waited too long to have a contract negotiation with Brian Burns. That was the problem. That was a GM problem. They waited too long to have contract negotiations with him. And when it got to the point where he was asking for however much it was 25+ million, however much it was, it waited too. It wouldn't even been that. It wouldn't even been that much though. They waited a year later when they should have been asking for, they should have been having contract negotiation with him in his third year. That's what you're supposed to do with your first round picks. It's not even just defensive end, linebackers, quarterbacks. It's every position. Yes. You're supposed to have contract negotiation with these players in their third year, not their fourth.
Do me a favor.
Their fifth.
Do me a favor. Y'all read that name I just put up on the screen.
I'm sorry, I'm ready.
If y'all are gonna tell me that Brian Burns never
had called building a team.
Never
Cody.
had talent around him.
It's 1 year don't count. 1 year don't count, Cody. I had that slip for 1 year. I had that slip for 1 year, and you want to count how much you knocked her off? Cut it out. Cut it out. You ain't no player because you had it for 1 year.
Had 12. 1 year. When Brian Burns had 7.
Cody, Cody.
He didn't start to his 6th year in the league. So if you're going to bring up 1 year,
let me say, when Pickles done, let me say something real quick.
Get him.
Look, let me say something real quick. So when Cody was big chiefing his player that came back to the team, Jake, right? Who was it? What's the wide receiver name that came back from Clemson? Huh?
You already know who it is. Hunter Renfrow.
I want Cody to say his name though.
Third Renfrow.
Hunter Renfrow. Now, Jake, do you remember when I came on the show and I said, you know what? I didn't think much of Hunter Renfrow. I said, but damn, he out here keep going.
You did give him his props. I remember that. I was there.
What Cody
said, no Thielen.
I was wrong about Brian Burns, bro.
Listen, I'm not saying he's not a good player, Twan. I'm saying I didn't want to pay $30 million.
Right now, he is the best.
Cody. Hold on, Jake. I got you, Jake. Jake, how much have you invested in Brian Burns?
Me?
Yeah.
I ain't got a penny on him. I mean,
okay. You see how honest you were right there? I love that. Cody, how much did you hold on? Cody, how much did you invest in Brian Burns? Cody, be honest with you. Everybody can see your face. I'll turn my camera on for you.
Hey, Jake,
Pickle, don't you take your ass nowhere. Pickle, turn your camera back on.
$700 and 3 tickets that I bought.
Okay, great.
I got that 4 for 4 for Wendy's on his.
Great. 4 for 4. So hold on. So we're acting like, and I always use this analogy. We always worried about somebody else bitch instead of our bitch.
Well, right there.
Brian Burns. Hold on, Pickle. I'm about to be done in about 30 seconds. Pickle, I'm about to be done in 30 seconds. It was the organization's fault that they should have signed him a year earlier. And I don't want to sit here and talk about Brian Burns the whole fucking time. It was our fault. Scott Fitterer fucked it up a year earlier and $1 short. A year earlier, and so we knew we had talent. Nobody ever complained that Brian Burns was not the guy. He was not causing us to be. He was not the problem at all. During the time that Brian Burns was balling. We weren't talking. We weren't sitting here saying, "Oh, Brian Burns is the problem." We was trying to figure out the quarterback. We was actually going.
But this is what y'all are missing, though. How many wins has that gotten the New York Giants?
It doesn't matter because when you're building, hold on. All right, stay right there, Cody. Stay right there, Cody.
All of the money that we spent elsewhere has led us to a
We spent
5-4
$100 million on a guard that's not even playing right now, compared to $30 million.
Derrick Brown got injured after getting paid. So
Stop making excuses.
So what
Your
do we
draws
do?
is dirty,
No,
and you need to
admit
make
it,
the,
bro.
you need to
Look. Wait, everybody, hold on. I can end this discussion right now. Everybody on this panel.
Let me give you my final statement. My final statement, Jake. My final statement. Brian Burns is a damn good player,
and we should have kept him.
The money that we spent elsewhere was better spent, and it has led to more W's
for 1 year. 1 year compared to 6 years.
Oh my God! Burns. It led to more W's than if it would have signed Brian Burns.
Can I ask Jake one question? Jake.
Go ahead.
If I spend the money for 6 years of production compared to 1 year production, how does that work out for the overhead?
I'll be back though.
I'd rather have the 6 year production over the 1 year.
Does that make sense?
Cody, when he hit 18 sacks, I'll be back.
My thing.
We're run this conversation back.
You said 18.
When he hit 18 to 19 sacks, then we're gonna run this conversation back.
Oh, what? That's insane.
That'd be wild.
He's at 11 right now.
Yeah, I know, Twan, but look, and don't get me wrong, I fully expect him to get 15 sacks, 16 sacks. 18 though.
He gave you 11 over 9 games. And
hey, Jake, you want to hear something? Jake, you want to hear something even more crazier?
Go ahead.
I got you, Pickle. One more thing, Pickle. I'm be quiet. Jake, I've heard people say they'd rather keep Bryce on the team because they're worried about him going to a team and being successful. And we already got a player that went to New York and being more successful.
Nobody worry about Bryce being successful though.
Hey, we just said you just heard it right here. Hold on, Twan.
I want to end mine on a funny note. After
Twan just said 18 sacks. We complained about him giving 7 or 6. What can lead up to you being a Hall of Famer if your production is over 10 years of doing that, right? This man is on a path that's crazy. He's already at 11 sacks. We had that here, and we're complaining about what now? We had that talent.
My thing, we can all agree here. Like the problem was Scott Fitterer. Scott Fitterer, you can blame for a lot of.
Everybody can't read, Jake.
I know that, but my thing about it is, look,
Scott fucked up twice, man.
Scott. Well, he more than twice. More than twice.
By not taking that
deal.
That
dude lost in trade deals. Look, if we had Dan Morgan's a GM and we had Brand Tillis as a cap guru, I guess you could say he is. Because he is. The dude makes insane contracts. But if we had both of them prior years, we wouldn't even be having this discussion right now. We could have had all of them. Would it took a lot of negotiation and working out of the roster? Absolutely. But if there's any guy that I could trust in doing that, it's Brand Tillis because he can do it. I've seen him do it. That Pat Mahomes contract that he made when he was with Kansas City was unbelievable at the time. They're still talking about that contract.
Let me ask you something. And look, we don't have to spend the rest of the night.
I just want to make my last comment on this. And
I want to ask you a question.
Absolutely, because I want to keep talking about Brian Burns.
Hold up. It don't even have to be your final statement, Torn.
It can be.
I want to ask y'all this. Do y'all really think that Brian Burns is a better defensive end than Myles Garrett?
Right now he is.
That's not what I asked you, though.
That's you know.
Look, I'm gonna counter question. Playoff game.
You know what? You know what? You're an asshole for asking that, Cody. You're pure. No, yes you are. Yes you are. Because you know what? That question don't make no fucking sense. Because has Myles Garrett ever had on a Carolina Panther uniform? So why would the fuck I give a damn?
Because why would I pay him Myles Garrett money? He's not a Myles Garrett.
Myles Garrett don't win either.
What are you talking about?
Because you always worried about somebody else, bitch, instead of yours. You're proving my point.
At the time, we were going to pay him more money.
Go get the ice cream.
More money
go get the ice cream.
than Myles Garrett.
Honestly.
Why would we pay him that much money if he's not a better pure player than Myles Garrett?
Y'all let me fucking say something real quick.
Go ahead, Twan.
Listen, man.
Let Jake get off, Twan, too.
I want Jake to get off, too, but Jake, check this out. I opened my mouth to apologize about that raggedy-ass motherfucker on our team now that now currently ain't doing shit
Wait, who?
From Clemson.
Yeah, who is it? Oh. He ain't healthy.
He's not a starter.
That dude ain't healthy either. I don't give a damn what anybody says. Hunter Renfrow still ain't 100% healthy.
But check this out. He is what we thought he was. But Cody won't fucking give it up to a guy that's leading in sacks right now.
Cody Lack still thinks
Matt Corral.
Matt Corral was the next year.
They on your ass. They on your ass.
Cody, I'm not trying to gang up.
That's why we get on this ass.
They on your ass.
Hey, I'm not trying to gang up on you, brother. But I will say right now, Matt Corral is not a starting quarterback in the NFL, brother.
But have y'all noticed how handsome I am tonight? Bro, I'm looking damn good on this.
You don't have the picture on me though, bro.
But you looking red as hell.
I'm looking damn.
He got that sunburn.
I got no sunburn. Y'all make my fucking blood boil is what that shit is.
Hey, I can't help it. We ain't got no Clemson players, but one that's on the bench right now.
I'm tired of waiting. All right, let me tell you something.
Go ahead.
I said it when Brian Burns was here. I said his last year, because I don't have no control over nothing else. All I do is get on the internet and run my mouth.
That's my point.
Like everybody else. Now, I said I need to see something his last year. In my opinion. I didn't see nothing his last year. I'm sorry.
He wasn't healthy either.
You're probably right, Juan.
Let's not make this. He just keeping it. He keeping 100 with us. Hold on, Twan. Let him speak.
Now, that being said, even then, I said, you know what? Maybe the best option is to franchise him and figure it out later. But according to Sheena Quick, who were really, really good friends with Brian Burns, quote herself, I don't know this, according to her, she said,
Twan's laugh got me, bro.
She said that this deal was over.
Boy, because if only you knew what I knew what I know.
We know.
Oh, I know.
We know.
Man, what do you mean? I know.
We know.
If I said what I wanted to say, they shut this website down.
Now y'all really trying. Y'all really trying to get my.
Hey, I ain't no. No.
Cody, I try to keep it football.
I ain't done with this bullshit yet.
Hey, I just learned.
I appreciate you, Pop.
Go ahead, Pickle.
Now, that this deal,
I know him well.
According to her, with Brian Burns, this deal was over.
We gotta cut all this shit out.
A year, this deal was over before Dan Morgan was hired to make any offer. Back when we turned down the Rams offer, Brian Burns was done with this organization.
It's funny because it's funny. I think Brian. Look, I'm gonna tell you right.
I ain't done yet. Now, I said last year, before, and I told Cole this, who was a big Penn State fan, I said, before I give Icky any money, I've got to see him do it. I got to see him be pass and run blocker. He's done it. I hope he gets his money. I said to Bryce Young, I wouldn't give him the 5th-year option, and I need to see something before he gets one penny.
Right on.
From the Panthers. And
right on.
To be truthful about it, I wouldn't be out of the realm of possibility of trading his ass at the end of this year if it's possible, unless I see something.
Right on.
Now, that's
I hear you, Pickle. Go ahead.
That's just the truth of it.
But
no lie in those issues. Before I give somebody a super large paycheck, they gonna earn that shit.
Let me rebuttal that. Pickle, you said you had to give Icky time for him to earn his money.
And he did. He
ain't got paid yet.
No, not yet, but he probably will.
Hold on.
No, we agree he probably will.
Icky
right?
didn't even
hold on.
Rate that Burns did.
Hold on. All these players were there before for Brian Burns. Brian Burns proved that he was efficient, never hurt, and was something that every offensive coordinator would have to plan for. And I don't want to keep talking. Like I said, I don't want to keep talking about Brian Burns. I think right now, Pickle, in the back of your mind, you were going to draft. You would go. Hold on. You would go in the draft and pick a quarterback. Would you not with your first round draft? Would you not?
What?
Hold on. Listen. Pickle, if you could pick whoever you could pick with your first round draft, would you not pick a quarterback?
No, I
You
would
wouldn't.
not. If the quarterback, I think we need a middle linebacker.
Knowing that you had Brian Burns on your team, and how the team is facilitated right now, and you don't have no questions with you. So you telling me you would, if you possibly could have your pick of the litter, you wouldn't go in the first round to pick your quarterback
in this year's draft?
In this year's draft?
No.
No.
I don't love it.
There's no quarterback. Let me tell you what. I like the skill set.
Hey, Cody, can I ask you a
the
question?
very little bit I've seen from that kid in South Carolina.
Well, also,
I can tell you a better quarterback than him right now, Pickle. I can tell you a better quarterback.
I know you can, and he's all over the internet.
Just like the Indiana
Fernando Mendoza. He's good,
I don't watch enough college quarterbacks to have a good answer to that. But from what I've seen and from what I've chatted with, I don't know of any that I would kick and scream, yeah, this guy's a sure first round talent. Even the guy Jake's talking about,
Mendoza,
is technically a 1 year wonder, right?
Well, I got two things. I got.
If I'm gonna
we'll
keep
come back to that question.
It's basically a 1 year wonder. I would have to agree with you.
I don't believe in 1 year wonder.
But Pickle, I will say this though. He has had higher quality games this year, way more tougher opponents this year, and he's rise to the occasion because prior to Indiana, he was a Cal quarterback. That's who he played for. He was with California. Now, his production, it has been more of a 1 year hit wonder. And I mean, I have to lean that way, but I still think he's an unbelievable talent, man. He can do anything, bro. He's a mobile quarterback,
Jake,
hybrid.
Jake, you know what Pickle just told me, right? Is that quarterback is not our biggest problem then. That's what he just proved to me.
I don't think so.
If I'm gonna keep it 100, but I think a Mike linebacker is our number one need. I truly believe.
Are we suffering that linebacker though? Is that our biggest problem, Jake?
Look,
run on the offense.
I would have 100% replaced Roseboom with a Mike linebacker. Yes, I would.
Hold on. Let me chime in for a sec. I believe that Bryce Young is doing enough to win football games. So in good faith, I cannot say that the biggest need on this team is a quarterback.
Fuck your faith.
Hey, I'm just being real.
You ain't being real with me because you my lawyer, and now you setting me up to get indicted.
Right.
I don't like
Hey, pause that.
Right now.
Cody mean collect.
My free for all, damn it.
It's collect Cody. Collect charges Cody.
Hey, look,
that's what he acting like. Collect charges Cody. Nah, this ain't the Cody I know.
Let me say one thing. What I'm here to tell you is that
I heard you. You said collect charges.
No, I do not feel that there was a better quarterback available in this year's draft. I don't know if we're going to be in range to draft that quarterback, even if he was there. And number two, I want to continue to add to this defense in a meaningful way. I do not believe that right now Bryce is the worst player on this team. But
who is? Please tell me who is. Who's the worst player on the team?
Nick fucking Scott, Mike Jackson.
I
put them below Bryce right now. My thing is this:
besides Roseboom being a tackler, he is also a player that's questionable. I'm sorry. Watch the film. Watch the game day. He tackles like crazy. I get that, but he cannot cover worth a shit.
No.
He just
if I'm mute, shit.
Go ahead, Twan.
The worst player on the team is not a starter, but we ain't gonna. I ain't gonna say nothing.
What Twan got to say?
Twan, you know it's not like that. Go ahead.
No, I'm not.
I'm mute. Shit.
Go ahead, Twan.
No, I was just going to get y'all's opinion on something. Probably gonna throw tomatoes at me. Motherfuckers in the chat probably gonna throw tomatoes at me.
They do.
But I truly feel this when I say this. I am not joking when I say this. As far as a bridge quarterback, and Pop know what I'm about to say, man. Would y'all be mad if we went and got? Let me brace myself. Joey Flacco, bro.
No, I've said this. No. Look, listen. No, I would not. No,
He's
I
one of
would
the
not.
best fucking
He is an
quarterbacks in
upgrade.
the league right now.
Yeah, and I would agree. He's a way better upgrade than Andy Dalton. Look, I've already mentioned this. I think our number one priority in this offseason when it comes to the free agency should be a backup quarterback. Andy Dalton's not it. Hooker's gone.
Y'all
We
gotta
picked
get
up
off
Mike
this
White,
age
who is on
shit,
his.
man.
Mike White is on his what 15 now?
Yeah,
I mean
fuck
15.
Mike White.
He's
Why is
30.
he even
He's
here?
30 years old. No, we definitely want to. Twan, I completely agree with you. We need a great backup quarterback.
It's about his production.
If Bryce Young doesn't work out, Joe Flacco is a hell of a backup option. This dude threw over 300 fucking plus yards multiple times now since he's been with the Cincinnati Bengals. I'm with you, Twan. Hey,
Jake, let me tell you something, Jake. Since he's been with the Bengals, he has been the best quarterback in the fucking league.
Yeah, bro, he has Jamar Chase.
I don't want to hear about who he got. It's still
he has Jamar Chase and T. Higgins.
So
he's throwing the ball to.
them.
What did he
I
do?
would still sign him as a backup, bro. I would still sign him as a backup.
Wait.
No. The problem is people don't like his age, man.
That's fine.
I gotta get off his age and look at his production.
Starter. If you're gonna talk about a starter, no, I mean we don't have Jamar Chase.
Are you telling me to my face that you wouldn't start Flacco over Bryce Young right now?
I mean,
we
don't have the vertical. We don't have the downfield threats that the Bengals do. By the way, shout out to Noah B.
McMillan. We got Horn.
He's not a
we
burner.
got both guys that can get down the field, bro. Supposedly, somebody told me XL was a deep ball threat.
Hey, just to go on what you just said, though, Cody, McMillan might not be a damn burner, but we have seen that dude rip the ball out of a quarterback's hand and take that shit. Make that hit. Hey, I'll tell you right now, I don't give a damn if Nalo is covered or not. I'm tossing that motherfucking rock up to him, and I know he's gonna come down with that.
Can I ask y'all a question?
Let me read the super chat.
Listen,
I will. Hold on. Let me read the super chat, man. Noah B says we got more money, or we got more for the Brian Burns money, and I agree with that statement.
No, we didn't.
Yeah, we did.
So can I ask y'all a question?
All right, Twan then pop the pickle.
He said, Helio said, our deep offense ain't ready, ain't really built for Joe. Man, look, we have a way better offensive line than the Bengals do, bro.
That's true. That is true.
Yeah.
We got better offensive line coach than the Bengals do.
Did you hear those wide receivers?
Well, the reason, listen.
Did you hear the wide receivers when they got to Cincinnati?
Even if I don't,
thank God we got him. This motherfucker is a baller.
I'm being realistic. At the end of this year, Dan Morgan and Brant Tillis are not going to look at the roster and say Bryce Young is the problem and we need to replace him right now. If they do or don't pick up the fifth-year option, Bryce is going to be the quarterback next year. Like, you might as well accept that shit now.
We're going to keep talking shit. And the thing with the Panthers is this, and I don't care how anybody says about it, then we still will be a fucking undesirable program in terms of we continue to take fucking guns and shoot ourselves in the foot doing dumb shit that nobody gets. Just because of blah, blah, blah and some politics or whatever, ain't no fucking way in hell Bryce Young should touch that fucking field next year, bro. And on no planet. I asked a question on my show the other day, man. I said, what quarterback is going on his fourth year with the production that Bryce Young has had and has stuck around for 4 years, man? Who? I don't want to be the first team that's we out here doing lame shit if you keep Bryce out there. What has Bryce done to make you even justify keeping him on this damn roster as a starter?
I get that, Twan, but at the same time, look, I've criticized multiple times of Bryce Young on here. I've been called a Bryce hater, all this and that about Bryce Young.
It ain't a Bryce hater. It's because you got eyes and you can see his play, man. My thing, look at his numbers, you can do that too.
My thing about it is, Twan, and look, I look, a lot of what you just said I agree with, but at the same time, what I'm gonna say is until Bryce Young starts, if it goes back to his ways, I should say, turning the ball over multiple times, causing us to lose a football game, he is going to get another chance. He is going to get the 4th-year option. I'm not saying they're going to pick up the 5th-year option. I'm not saying that right now. I do believe that he is going to have to. Look, we mentioned earlier in the show. Yeah, I'm pretty sure you heard it. We still got the Rams. We still got the Seahawks. We still got the 49ers. We still got to play the Tampa Bay Buccaneers twice. I don't care about all the weapons being out. We still have tough opponents. And like Pickle said too, they are going to be focusing on our run game. They are going to try to wipe that shit away from us where we cannot wipe the foot. Can they stop it? Who knows? But if they do, Bryce Young is going to have to step up, and he is going to have to whoop. He's going to have to win the football game.
He's not going to.
And look, I'm not saying he will or he's not, but I'm just saying Dan Morgan watches the same film and the same game as we do. So does everybody else in that's up there high. The coaching staff, everybody. They still watch the same fucking games that we do. If they don't see what they want to see, Twan, then what you're saying is going to be answered regardless of what the hell. We are all fans at the end of the day. What we say, they don't give a fuck about what we say. We're fans. They honestly do not care.
That is very true, Jake. And
they care to a degree. They care to a freaking degree. They care to a degree because they don't see us sitting in those damn seats in that stadium. They see people mostly from other teams sitting in there.
And Twan, they don't get money, bro.
They know why, but they know why we're not showing up though. They know.
As long as they're collecting that money, bro, they don't give a damn about that, man. They just don't.
But I do question certain things.
So I should care about Dan Morgan. He don't give a fuck about us.
while I've listened to, you know what I'm saying, we go back and forth about our quarterback. You know what I'm saying? We know they're going to eventually stack the box to this, that, and other. And there's some guys that's very optimistic about, he's beat them stacking the box. One thing y'all got to understand about the NFL is that there's better defensive coordinators than there are offensive coordinators. When y'all figure it out, then y'all come holler at me, because that's the truth.
So look, let me play this clip and then we'll let Pickle go. I think this is why we're not moving on from Bryce. Even if Flacco, name a million quarterbacks that are better than Bryce. I think but hold on,
Cody, we're not going to. Cody, it's just not an argument. I'm not making an argument. We're not moving off of Bryce.
Right.
Let's put that facade out there.
The reason why is because what J.C. Horn is about to say, I do believe, is the overall thought process throughout the building on Bryce Young.
Bryce Young having a really solid season. Talked to him when I met you and talked to you in training camp. You're a quarterback expert. You are. What do you see him doing particularly super well this season?
He's not going to tell the truth about Bryce.
Being great when it's winning time. Like, if you go back since he's been here, whenever it's winning time, 2 minutes in, we got to go get points. You know, I believe in Bryce like no other. And I don't know, that's just him. You know, he cold-blooded. When he getting those moments, he always make the play. He always make the right throw. He always making one guy miss to get the throw off. And I told him after the game, I'm like, well, you got ice in your veins because, you know, to go down and get us in field goal position, like you said, in Lambeau, hostile environment. It's windy, the conditions not the best, and you know, he found a way to get us in field goal position, and the Rook came through and won the game. So that's the main thing that stick out to me about Bryce. Like when it's clutch time, he at his best.
He's not my favorite quarterback, but I feel like that's what the organization feels about Bryce. So I don't think they're a year away from getting rid of him. I don't think they're looking in the draft for another quarterback. I just think that is what it is. Hold on, I told Pickle he can jump in. Go ahead, Pickle.
All right, let me be quiet.
I'll say what I said the other day on my own podcast. I said it. I'll tell you what I've been saying. I don't think Bryce gets another contract from Carolina. I don't think he gets a 5th-year option.
Agreed.
I haven't thought that in a very long time. Now, there are those that do, and to be honest, if they want to believe that, they have a right to believe that. I'm not going to tell them they shouldn't. They want my opinion, I'll tell them. But I also know that there's a lot of people, Bill Polian, for example, this week on XM Radio, really hyped up Bryce Young. He really did. All that being said, Bill Polian said, we'll see about the future. That's what I thought. I told him, I went over the schedule the other day. I went game by game and said how I thought we would win these games. If you run across the defense that stops your run, it's going to be up to Bryce Young and his arm to win the game. And that's what it's going to be down to. Now, if he doesn't, it'll be proof he doesn't. If he does, it'll be proof he does. I would cheer for Bryce because he is a Carolina Panther quarterback. That's just always what I've done. Now, that being said, I wouldn't offer him another contract right now, period. But as I said the other day when somebody was talking about that other short fool, Kyler Murray, I don't want no more 5'10" quarterbacks. I don't. If the guy ain't 6'3" or above, I don't want him on my damn team.
So can I say this?
Go ahead.
No, the number one reason why I know, and I'm saying this with all the faith in the world, I'm gonna make $1,000 this year, guys, off somebody, because I'm gonna bet somebody $1,000 that Bryce will not be starting on this team next year, bro. I just gotta find somebody. I just gotta find somebody.
Don't do it.
Let me finish. No, I know it.
Don't do it, Twan.
No, I know it because my eyes are not dumb.
I'm looking after you, bro. Don't do it.
Bryce is going to continue to fuck up. It's not going to stop. This dude is this year is his worst statistical year, Pickle. It's not getting better.
I'm not denying none of that.
I'm not telling you that. I'm telling you this because I know you will agree with what I'm saying. It's no you can't even bring for look, man. Shout out to Horn. He's a great teammate. But he just gave a teammate answer, and y'all know it. He ain't gonna get up there and dog Bryce. What did Brian Burns and all them say about Bryce when he first got here? Oh my God, man, this motherfucker right here is incredible. But we saw different every Sunday, bro. We will be the fucking laughing stocks to let this dude continue to fucking all these other channels and shit are already calling for his fucking head, bro.
Let me ask y'all a question.
If
the Panthers made the playoffs this year,
it's not going to be because of him.
Would that change your opinion?
No. Because we're winning despite him.
Let me ask this whole panel this question. I think it'll be obvious what the answer is going to be. Who has been the most prolific offensive player that we've had on this game?
Rico Dowdle.
Rico Dowdle. Pickle, you on mute if you're talking. Who do you think the most prolific player has been on offense this year?
Hey, Jake, if Rico Dowdle wasn't on this team,
Twan?
If Rico Dowdle wasn't on this team right now, bro, we wouldn't even be saying fucking
we wouldn't have
name at all.
We wouldn't have as many wins as either.
Exactly. So he would be we wouldn't be coming back at all anyway. So you telling me it's a running back out here that's doing all the work that's supposed to save this bum-ass quarterback's job?
So let me get this straight. You're saying, Twan, that you think they're just going to outright cut him at the end of the year?
Not cut him.
They're not going to cut him.
He may come back to the team, but he's not going to be starting. They're going to go get another bridge quarterback, bro. Bryce is going to get worse as the season goes on, bro.
With all due respect, unless they're going to sign Daniel Jones, who's also a free agent right now.
Colts are letting him walk.
Colts will overpay him.
I know that, but I don't know anybody they're going to sign. Listen, as I said the other day.
Hold up.
I'm 100% okay with upgrading the quarterback position. Without a doubt, I'm okay with doing that. But it needs to be an upgrade. I'm not okay with going down or sideways.
Anybody's an upgrade over this motherfucker.
Okay.
No, but you know what, Twan?
I wouldn't. No, hold on, Twan. I wouldn't say anybody.
If anybody's an upgrade, Hendon Hooker should be the starting quarterback because he's a lot cheaper.
I would take Bryce Young over Tua. I would take Bryce Young over Kyler Murray. Yes, I would. Yes, I would.
Wait. I just want to shout out
Bryce Young is better than Kyler Murray.
I just want to shout out Claire. Claire has one of the best comments. She says if they choose to keep him, it isn't because it's good. It's because they don't want to see all the dollar signs walk out the door. There would be an investment lost. And that's the point. David Tepper and Twan, I know that you and Poppin both agree with me. Bryce Young was a David Tepper pick. That man has too big of an ego to just let Bryce walk out of the door, especially if we do end up making the playoffs. Ain't no way in hell they're letting Bryce go after that.
David Tepper, you can look at this report right now. It's still there. David Tepper told Bryce Young during a Super Bowl before he got drafted, before the draft even happened, that the Carolina Panthers were looking for a quarterback. Straight up to Bryce Young's face.
Yep.
That was a David Tepper pick, if anything.
Guess what else he did, Jake? Guess what else he did, Jake? They went to a steakhouse. He ordered shrimp in a salad.
So this the other thing I was saying about. Hey Jake, so this is what I want to rebuttal to what Jake was saying. Hold up, Pop.
I'm not trying to cut you off. Swan, my fault. Go ahead, brother.
Hold up, check this out, man. This is what I've said about Tepper. Yeah, I have not liked this dude in the past, but I keep saying the dude has stayed out of the way. He has not been doing shit that causes a distraction to the team. He ain't been doing all that old shit in his way. I think he's finally trusting his GM and trusting that damn money, man. Bro, listen. And shout out to Claire for sending me this, or putting this in our Discord early today. Next year, who will be available? Mac Jones, Joe Flacco, Sam Howell, Joe Milton, Will Levis, Kenny Pickett, Malik Willis.
I don't want no damn Mac Jones.
But guess what? I'm just naming. Hold up, before you jump the gun, I'm just naming quarterbacks. Most of these motherfuckers are better than man. Look, I'll take Mac Jones in a minute next year, bro.
Shout out to all the people that say that we're Bryce Young haters. Where the fuck was y'all at when Cam Newton got treated like he did? Because
let me say this.
I'm so sick and tired of this shit. Look, I died on that hill. That said, Cam. Look, don't get me wrong. It's not 100%, and I hate people gonna say, "Why do y'all live in the past? Y'all always bringing up Cam Newton. Why do I get?" I am so sick and tired of this whole scenario bullshit. Look,
all y'all motherfuckers when Cam got treated.
Go there, Jake. Jake,
I was not here where the fuck I am now.
Hold on, Jake, go. You drive. Come on, now bring it. Bring it on in.
Bryce, look, Cam Newton got treated fucking horrible. He did. And look, did he help himself at times when it came to injuries? No, he did not. We also had a health guy who literally got I don't know if he got arrested, but he got fired from the NFL over some fucking bullshit because he was doing some shit that he was not supposed to. He left us, went to Washington, and did some other shit that was horrible. I can't remember his first name, but his last name was like Vermillion.
He went to Dallas, right?
Vermillion or some shit. I know he went to Washington too. He followed Ron Rivera. He went that way.
About a different guy.
Yeah. Anyways,
come on,
look.
Keep cooking now.
I'm so sick and tired of being labeled a Bryce Young hater. Look, I'm a realist. I call it game by game, just like a lot of people. Look, there's a scouting report after every game that even people from ESPN, every fucking media, the man who calls out people for playing bullshit, being bad. PFF, look, I don't agree with a lot of things that PFF says. I 100% don't. But I'm so sick and tired of getting labeled a Bryce Young hater. I praise that man when he's had great games. I'm just tired of it. I just am.
Yes, you have. And you know why?
Jake being nice. I'm gonna say something.
Hold on.
Yeah,
it's because they put on that jersey, and it doesn't matter who name is on the back of that motherfucker.
How many times have I said that shit?
You better pull for him. It don't matter that stuff. And Twan, I gotta shout out my boy Twan because there is nobody who's gotten more grace than Bryce that has underperformed.
Think of anyone.
Than Bryce. I thought about when Twan said that early this week. It ain't that long.
Okay.
Who's gotten that much grace?
From any other team, not just the Panthers. I don't know anyone.
It don't matter if he was a first round, third round, Matt Corral, holla at me. None of them. Nobody has gotten this much grace. And that is sad as Panther fans that we have to just settle. Are you settling? Now, what you do in your personal life is one thing, but your fandom should never settle.
Listen,
Should never.
You're muted, Pickle. I want to say one thing real quick. I'm gonna be real fast, right? Because like not everybody is as not everybody is as involved with Twitter as I am. But I know Jake and Pickle can both attest to this. Nobody gets called a Bryce Young hater more than this cripple motherfucker.
That's
right
a
here,
fact.
Bro.
That's true.
Nobody.
Cody, y'all aren't active in Twitter. You don't know what that man's been called this week over some bullshit.
Exactly.
That's clearly out of his
What
hands.
I'll say by this is that when people actually listen to my opinions on Bryce, I believe I am very measured. I do not believe I have seen a damn thing from Bryce Young that shows that he is a franchise quarterback. Not one time in any season. I don't give a damn about no 5-touchdown game at the end of a garbage time football game last year. What I am saying is I look at this team right now and the way it's built and knowing that David Tepper put so much effort into going up and drafting his quarterback that they are going to pull out every single stop to make this guy successful before they move on from him. That's just the simple truth of the matter. There's no way around it. Do I wish that we had CJ Stroud or a Drake May or a Justin Herbert? Yes, the fuck I do.
Drake May either.
And yes, the fuck I do. But you know what? That's not the reality of the situation. That's not who our quarterback is. But hold on, my last thing is that if you did make a bet that Bryce Young is not going to be the quarterback next year for $1,000, brother, you are going to lose $1,000.
Who won in on it?
I don't have $1,000 to give. Bro.
Okay. So this one. I don't need a long time.
I got $1,000 to give, but I'm pretty sure he's gonna be the starter next year.
Check this out.
And it's not that. And Antoine, I know you about to go. Because I want you to go crazy. Because you've been lighting it up tonight.
I don't want to go crazy.
It's there. It's there. The New Yorker in you you can't contain yourself. You like the Incredible Hulk running through.
I only got one sentence to say.
I know. I'm with you, brother. I know.
I don't think David Tepper is gonna fuck with that dude next year, bro. I think he's gonna cut his losses while he's got a chance. He might not cut him from the team, but he's just not gonna be involved with him anymore.
I don't think David Tepper is involved now.
Right. So that's what I'm saying, Pickle, is that I think he's gonna be like, Dan, whatever you want to do, then you do it.
But the problem that to me that you guys that some folks are not seeing. Like I said, I understand that, but they're not going to bring any Tom, Dick, and Harry. They get off the couch and say, "You go play quarterback because you're better than Bryce."
So Pickle,
after this year, the way we win it now, they are going to make some kind of move at quarterback. They got to. You know what?
They said that last year, and they didn't do jack shit.
No, but this is his fourth year. This will be going on his fourth year of being absolute shit.
Honestly, Pickle was right though. We have to wait to how this season plays out and what he does.
Leave that comment up from the beginning.
Cody.
You know he is going to
wait. You have to wait till this
plays
out. He is
already having his worst year.
It doesn't matter.
It's not going to get better. What? Look,
I told you.
What does Bryce Young have to do to us, man, for us to believe him? How many times do you have to show us I suck for y'all to believe me?
Swan, love is blind, and so is lust.
Jake,
so some people gotta wait.
For somebody show you who you are, believe him.
Sometimes
they show you who he
is. Everybody different. Everybody different. They gotta get cheated on. They gotta get played. They gotta lose money. They gotta do all those things. You dealing with a you're dealing with a man.
My thing about it though is, and look, as much as we've criticized Bryce Young, There's no. This is where it kind of goes down the hill for me because when they comment that we're Bryce haters, they're acting like we're rooting against Bryce Young. There's nobody on this fucking panel that's rooting against Bryce Young.
That's a fact.
We are all Carolina Panther fans. Carolina. Do you understand? Wait. Do you understand what that means? Carolina Panthers fans.
Jake cooking tonight, bro.
Look. I am so sick and tired. Look. I pray. Look. If you say that I'm a Bryce Young hater, I guess I'm gonna live with it because I praised him on this panel when he's had good games. And if you didn't hear that, that's on you. That's on you. That's not on me. And I don't care at this point. My thing about it. Go ahead, Twan.
All I'm gonna say is this.
Let him cook, Twan. Let him cook.
No. Jake been nice. I'm gonna let him keep cooking, but all I'm gonna say is this: you can fucking hate me. Y'all can come for me. I can deal with it. I hate Bryce Young's game, bro. I hate it. So if that means I'm a Bryce hater, then I'm a Bryce hater. I hate his game. I do not hate him as a man. I do not hate him as a person, but I hate his fucking trash game.
Right. We have all every single person on this podcast has wanted to be a super fan of Bryce, but his level of play just doesn't do that.
Look, and I'm gonna be real with everybody right here because, like I said, I'm a realist. When we drafted Bryce Young, that was not the quarterback that I want us to draft. I'm gonna be
sucking on Curtis Samuel's dick.
But as soon as I heard that with the first overall pick, the Carolina Panthers selected Bryce Young, I was 100% in on Bryce Young. I'm still 100% on Bryce Young. That's my quarterback.
I'm gonna delete your comment.
My thing about it,
I'm
look,
done with that shit.
Like I said earlier, I'm a Carolina Panthers fan, and he's my quarterback right now. Does he fuck up at times? He definitely does. That's no given. If you don't say that he ain't fucked up this year, then what game are you watching? Because
Jake,
you are not watching the same game as me.
Year, Jake, just say that he's having his worst statistical year. I
don't agree with. I think his first year was the worst one.
Right now, as it's going right now, he's having his worst statistical year at this point from right now. And then wait for the Bryce fans to sit back and tell you whose fault it is that he's this bad. I want to know whose fault it is now. Whose fault is it now?
Football is a team sport. That's no question about that.
But they're gonna blame it on someone. I just want to know who can you blame it on now with his bad play.
Let me ask y'all this: Do any of y'all, when y'all talking to amongst not only us but other Carolina Panthers, say if Bryce Young would have played better in the Cardinals game, we would be what?
We would be undefeated in the NFC. I asked the question: would it be undefeated in the NFC if that would happen?
See, those are things in your third year that what you have given up, you would never get back what you've already sacrificed. You will never get those things. That's the harsh reality. But there are optimistic fans, and I'm not mad at anybody having optimism about the Carolina Panthers because we have to have it. None of us predicted to have what we have right now, 5-4. We're going in this week already saying we winning, right? Last year we wasn't doing that. But we have to keep it real, not only with ourselves, with each other. When it comes to shout out to AC Claire, when she says that, are you a carrier or you're a passenger? I shouldn't be in year 3 with everything I got up, everything I was sold, all the money that was being produced and put out there and bought, and who this person was supposed to be, that you're still being carried by a undrafted running back because you haven't came along in year 3. Those are things that make us go back to be like, damn, we could have still had Brian Bird. This is how all this other stuff comes back up because we gave up so much. And to be so supportive, we don't need to argue with each other about it. We're just frustrated because we haven't seen the outcome, nor can we go back and get anything from the receipts.
Let's just Matter of fact, I mean, we don't have to change subject. I kind of want to though, because it
I'm
ain't
down
going.
for that.
It's not going about a lot of these damn comments. It doesn't look like it's going anywhere. I just want to say real quick, Derrick Brown, for a guy that literally missed all of last year after the first season, dude, that dude is balling, literally having the best year of his career. And I know he showed up on the injury list. And I'm going to go ahead and say this right now. It don't surprise me that's an arm injury when a dude is over here fucking taking double teams and throwing them to the side like a frisbee. Going after the quarterback. I love it,
Jay,
man.
I gotta apologize, just a little bit. Don't take this too far. Shout out my boy MDJ. He had a little more faith in Rose Boom than I did. But Rose Boom is as soon as he lost,
he's a tackling machine.
As soon as he gave up,
man,
like that, the green dot, he's played it better. Now he's playing baseball and football at the same time because he be sliding all goddamn well. You need to change your cleats, my boy. And if you're gonna go in ass in, trying to hit something, hit him. I don't know what you waiting on. I don't know if you caring about a fine because you signed to 1 year too, so you ain't gonna be here long unless you play outrageous out your mind. So go ahead and commit. Rose Boom, you have definitely stepped your game up. Evero, you definitely stepped your game up too. I don't like all the things you be calling because the little security blanket you be playing when we're 10 yards off, that ain't gonna always work. Because if we do make it to the playoffs, money's gonna be spent on the 704 Charlotte Bound Show. If you want to get some money, come over there. If we make it to the playoffs, y'all subscribe, hit it out. Hey, we throwing some money at y'all. Make sure y'all show up. Jake, I want to see your ass.
Y'all like Oprah over there. You get some
I want to see your ass.
Get some money.
Cody wants to see. Yeah, that's how it's gonna go down. And
we go to the playoffs. We paying money, bro. We paying out some money.
We ain't talking about 2 for $20. So we ain't talking about Chili's, baby. Pull up. You gonna get you some money. Antoine said he gonna match whatever I put down. So it's going down, okay? Make sure it don't matter. We made it to the playoff. We gotta celebrate. I heard people say they'll rather be underachievers than overachievers. That is crazy to me.
I'd rather be overachievers for sure.
Hey, I want to read. Let me read a couple of super chats. Noah B says they only give up on BY9 if he falls off a cliff.
They gonna go down there with him though. They gonna fall with him.
And then Nirvash with the $5.
I'm commenting on this.
Nirvash says if Bryce was a great quarterback, nobody would be arguing about it. If he was great, we would all be going nuts about him like the Pats.
That is true.
That is true.
1,000%.
I agree to that, but here's the question I need to ask. Here's the question I need to ask anybody other than G Baby. Who's the dumb motherfucker that calls Bryce Young great? I haven't heard anybody call him great in 2 fucking years.
Pickle, why are you missing his name? Why are you missing his name, Pickle?
You know what?
Kyle, what's up, bro?
King Bryce.
My man Kyle back on the free
What's up,
for
Kyle?
all. What up, dude?
Can't believe we even talk about this, Rusty. My man, this motherfucker make my head hurt when we talk about this little bit, bro.
Kyle, how you living, bro? Hold up, y'all. Let me welcome Kyle into the show. What's up, Kyle?
Good, buddy. How are you? I'm living pretty well over here. You know, got some things going on, but you know, we getting through. We keep on, and you know.
I hear you, man. Hey, bro, real quick.
Are
we taking the belt to ass of the New Orleans Saints this Sunday, man? I'm done talking about Bryce, man. I'm priced out. I'm priced out.
I'm priced out as well.
Who ain't tired of him, Cody?
I hear you, bro.
Talking about Bryce. I can't believe that we win in games and he's playing for 102 yards.
And talk to me.
I can't believe this motherfucker can throw for 102 yards and we win the game.
Man, for less than that twice last year.
This is terrible. Like if you look at that just as a stat, like that's terrible. He ranks at the bottom. I know.
Blame Canales, Cal. Blame Canales. It's Canales' fault.
Because it's the game. But that's my problem.
Go back to that
that's
comment.
My problem.
Put his stats up on.
when we look at these wins, all of these wins have something to do with Rico Dowdle going for more than 100 yards and more than one touchdown. Like there's a theme here. Like when we win games, it's not because the quarterback played well or the receivers played well, or no, it was because our running game won us the game. Like, then that's it. And that's we look at all the wins that we've had this season, and it's insane. I don't understand. But as far as your original question, Cody, I don't know. I don't know that we blow the Saints out. I don't know that we belt to ass these fucking New Orleans wannabes. I don't know that, because this team, for whatever reason, that Jets game shouldn't have been close. And it was.
Yeah.
And it was. Like, the Jets are on par with the Saints, and we should have blown the Jets out, and we fucking didn't. And we did not look great. So what I would say is I think it's going to be another Green Bay Packers situation where we sneak out of there 17-14. But like,
I hope not.
I don't see us.
I gotta drop my balls. I
hear you, but I just don't see how the offensive firepower is just gonna.
Nobody thought we were gonna be the Green Bay Packers either. I mean, we are doing some things that's productive. The problem is and I'm pretty sure you thought of the same thing. Hit that ball a little more harder.
Wait a minute. What did I miss in the comments? I missed something in the comments.
I don't know.
Somebody ain't elevating, Kyle.
Yeah.
My thing is this, man. Like, we knew at the start of this season. This was a run-first football team, man. That we were going to live and die by our ability to run the football.
Y'all didn't know that.
Yeah, I did, because when I saw that we had 2,000-yard rushers in the form of Rico Dowdle and Chuba Hubbard, like, that let you know everything that you needed to know. This team wanted to run the football. And I also think, and I'm just being real, and I think Twan and Pop and everyone agree with this, part of the reason why we are continuing to build such a run-first football team is we don't have the confidence that we're going to be the type of team that can air out the football, throwing for 300 yards a game. That's not how we're built. That's not how we're built. However, but what I am saying though is that opportunities like this, like, I know T-Mac is hurt, he might not play, he has a hamstring injury, but games when you're playing a division rival, it's the New Orleans Saints. They are a bad football team. We need to have performances from our quarterback that makes everyone feel confident going into the playoffs, that
Cody,
we actually have a franchise quarterback that can do things when it's time to.
Cody, check this out. T-Mac can't play, let's just say. Coker comes in and he fills in that role. They're gonna say Coker is better than T-Mac. What? Watch.
They already have.
I know Panther fans.
They already have.
Hey, Pickle, you don't mention the name because we already know you're talking about.
We already know I'm going to.
I know you're going to.
XL already cooked extra lotion.
Whoever told you that is a big head.
What? No. Watch.
I mean,
Cody, I can see this
like
shit.
to get on here and scream and yell at folks.
Watch what I say.
Yet you won't take it to the crowd you want to scream at.
G baby,
they're all over Twitter. Go find them. They ride and sit on Bryce Young's dick.
That dude is fucking insane.
I ain't sitting on nobody's dick.
What? Me neither.
I'll just be honest with you.
But Jay, watch what I say. If T-Mac can't go, and Jalen Coker, I mean not Jalen Coker, but Coker got to go in. They gonna shit all over Coker. I mean all over XL. Like he ain't been doing his thug thizzle. Like he ain't showed up ever since he came back after what's the name said that crazy ass comment about his father. And Coker gonna be the man. Oh, he
Man,
better
it's
than
some young
himself.
fans, bro.
No, just that's the narrative they're gonna paint.
Hey, real quick, I hate to change the subject real quick.
It's
I gotta
Ying
say
Ling flight,
something,
by the
man.
way.
Hey, look, I just found out recently that a friend of mine, him and his dad were riding 4-wheelers, and his dad fell off of a 20-foot
All right,
cliff.
Pickle.
Damn.
Yeah, bro, and it fell on top of him, and it has his dad has 3 broken ribs, and he's in the hospital with a collapsed lung. So prayers out to my brother Case. Prayers up to my brother Case and his father. If y'all are praying tight, prayers up to him, man.
Cody, definitely prayers up to your friend for sure. Because
wow,
look, I've had my injuries myself on 4-wheelers. That's literally my
crazy.
go-to. I don't do dirt bikes. 4-wheelers though, I love 4-wheelers, but definitely when an injury happens like that, man, yeah,
I love dirt bikes. I don't like 4-wheelers.
It's tough.
Yeah,
I know Pickle just.
My father had a 4-wheeler back in the day, and he crashed bad on them things. Pickle, I know you gotta head out. You want to give me a game prediction before you gotta go? We're fixing to get out of here soon too. I'm getting ready to have to go soon. Do you have a game prediction?
Yeah. I think it's going to be 28-3.
Damn!
I love that.
Wait. Who's winning?
The Panthers. I told
Okay,
a
I'm just
Saint
making
fan.
sure.
I told a Saint fan on Twitter this morning to give me one good reason why I should think the Saints are going to win. Just one. Just give me one good reason that you have to tell me why the Saints are going to win. And 8 hours later, well, it's more than 8. It happened about 7 this morning. Anyway, however long it's been, he still ain't responded to me.
Damn.
The Saints are tanking, man. They ain't even trying to win.
Yeah,
I mean,
they traded away. Yeah, they traded away.
Their second best wide receiver, arguably.
Pickle,
as far as the defensive lineman that was on a while ago that you had on, I think he's got the. I just think he's an idiot, and he's the guy that I would say it to his face. And his money he's got, I hope like hell he hits me. If he don't kill me, I'll be rich. I'll never have to work another day in my life.
Keep it real.
He said, if he don't kill me, I'll
never work another day in my life.
A nice
I will sue that son of a bitch for all that he has. Hell, I even sue his dead mama.
Hey, Pickle's gonna have that toes in the sand with the damn umbrella drink, bro. I love it. I love it.
And I'll tell you one more thing. It's good to say that online. Because I don't know I'd have the guts to tell a big man like that to his face.
Hey.
It's easy to say
one
this
if he
online.
could.
Anyway.
Hey, Pickle, who's your player of the game?
Rico. I think Rico puts over 200 yards rushing.
Booyaka shot.
That's a good one.
Pickle, appreciate you, brother, as always, man.
Yep.
Hey, you want to shout out your new?
Oh yeah.
Shout out your new venture.
Yeah, y'all. We're on Twitter. We're on YouTube. We did a lot of live videos, but we got a shorts on. It's the Blue and Black Attack podcast. Me, Cole, and Diesel Skills are partaking in it. Jake's helping out a little bit when he can. Y'all join us and just like and subscribe right now. We'll got more content planning to come out later.
Yes, sir. Check them out. Check them out.
That's
the
cool.
Boys are moving on up. All right, appreciate you, people. Have a great night, brother. Yes, sir, boys. Hey, I'm gonna. You know what? I'm gonna switch it up. I'm gonna go next, man. I'm predicting. Obviously, the Saints are gonna do the thing.
Can I ask you a question, Cody?
Yeah, go ahead, Pop.
One last question for the podium. Is Bryce injury prone?
Nope.
No, I don't think I can say
I would say no.
No. I look at somebody, hey, right now, you might say Jaden Daniels is kind of injured.
Oh, yeah, 100%. I'd agree with that. And I'm a Jaden Daniels fan.
Hold on. I'm willing to admit that I gave J.C. Horn hell.
Yeah.
I did. I'm the one that came up with the nickname J.C. Horn. I'm willing to admit that.
Ooh.
Cool.
I ain't even heard that.
I did.
I heard it.
I ain't heard this, Kyle. He said JC torn. I was like, damn, I ain't heard that shit.
It was fucked up, but that's how I felt. Now I wasn't taken away from his talent because when he was available,
he's a dog.
He's a dog. Now, I didn't say that Jason Horn is not like that. I knew when he was on the field, could nobody fuck with him. I can't necessarily say that about Bryce Young. And Bryce Young has not only had a going to my reference to Petey Quick, Petey Falcon, Petey Bird, my boy. He's an Alabama fan. He said he had surgery on his ankle in college. He's had one injury with the Carolina Panthers before where he's like, I don't know how it happened. I don't even know when it happened, right? He got benched one time before. We know why, for bad play. And then he got hurt again for his ankle for somebody who stepped on his calf, but it wasn't his ankle. That's 2 injuries to the ankles. Is Bryce Young injury prone?
I don't think he is.
No.
Okay.
And I just
are you saying?
like,
Are you saying?
I hear what you're
because
saying, Pop.
Are you
I
saying
hear
that
what
because you
you're.
dealt with TD and all
No,
the
Pop,
knee
I hear.
replacements?
I hear what
And
you're
you just want to
saying,
have
Pop.
patience?
But I
That's
think, but Pop, I think the fact that he's only missed, like I hear what you're saying, but the fact that he's only missed 1 game per year, yeah, like you know, he's. And by the way, the dude has gotten his ass whooped in the time that he's been here, and the dude will pop right back up.
You can't say that dude ain't
got his
tough
ass-
because that
You just
that is
have to
that is the
compare-
one thing.
He got his
That's
ass
the
whooped.
one thing that none of us could say that Bryce Young is tough.
done-
That
we
dude,
done-
he just
we done-
is.
We done seen ass. See, that's how I know y'all be tripping because we done seen ass whoopings from our quarterbacks. That ain't ass.
What I'm saying, though, what I
okay,
think
That defensive tackle that
You don't
stepped on
think
his
that Bryce-
calf,
you
that
don't
was
think that
dirty as
Bryce
shit.
has
y'all,
gotten-
if y'all
Hold
think
up.
Bryce,
You don't
if
think
Bryce,
that Bryce
if
has
y'all
gotten
think,
beat up on the
I want
past
y'all to think
few
about what y'all
years,
saying. If y'all think
Hold on.
Bryce done caught an ass whooping from the time he's played here compared to all the other quarterbacks,
I didn't say ass
he had,
whooping.
okay, I heard somebody say ass.
Hold that thought because you said all the other ones.
I said
You can only compare Bryce to the quarterbacks that were in his class and look at everybody else.
Well, not like that. I'm going to go ahead and compare him to
Don't do that,
quarterbacks that
Kyle.
we've had.
Hit that bong one more time. Hell no. I'm comparing
All
him
those
to
other
all the
teams
Carolina quarterbacks that's ever played here. Stop that.
I'm gonna compare to him to quarterbacks that's under 6 foot tall. I mean, Brian.
Nigga, what?
I mean, yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Kyler Murray has been beat the fuck up.
Russell
That
Wilson.
dude misses a ton of
Look,
time.
Who fault is that?
I'm not.
Jake, turn it off.
You can't. No, I'm not turning. Look. Pop, you heard me go in. No.
You
You heard me go. No, you heard me go in earlier. Look, this dude is under.
a midget get hit. Come on, stop.
Hey, how many times have we seen this guy get fucking mollywopped and think? Look, I'm gonna be honest with you. I've seen him get mollywopped tackled. I'm like, there ain't no motherfucking way. When? I can't tell you the game, but it's happened multiple times.
No, Bryce has never.
Look, he has got mollywopped.
Hey, Jake.
Look, Pop. He might not got Ray Lewis hit. That's different. I'm not saying that he's ever got Ray Lewis hit.
They don't
That's
let no
different.
one get Ray Lewis
I'm talking about right. Yeah, I'm talking about right now.
I'm you win, Swan. You win.
Yeah,
I've
Bryce
seen
ain't never taken an NFL hit yet. He ain't never took an NFL hit yet.
So Swan, you're telling me he's got hit? Hold on. Okay, the difference between the difference between Bryce Young and Cam Newton is if they used to aim for fucking Cam Newton's head. Yeah, they used to try to take Cam Newton's.
Before we had Cam Newton, who was the guy we had before Jake? I mean, before we had Cam Newton.
Before we had Jake Long. Well, before that, Jimmy Clausen, to be exact. Jimmy Clausen.
Yeah, did you see Jimmy Clausen's hit? Go look at it tonight.
Oh, I've seen it. I've seen it. Look, I lived through it.
Destroyed.
All right, let's get through this. Pop, do you feel like Bryce is injury prone?
Nah.
Okay.
Oh, that's shit just for you to say nah, bro.
But look, my point. Look, no, to be honest with you, look. My point is
for that.
My point is like I get that Bryce Young has not took Ray Lewis hits. That you can't have them hits no more. If you do, it's a flag and they're getting suspended 1 game and a hell of a fine. Besides that, look, I've
So why
seen
should
Bryce Young get hit.
Why sit out a game for an ankle?
I've seen that defensive tackle put his full body weight on Bryce Young and maybe
Yeah.
rolled off of him late and still get up after I've said there ain't no way he's getting up after that shit. I mean, the dude 300 plus pounds. Bryce Young is what 170 soaking wet.
Bryce got no hands, man.
I hate for you to hit a fine ass midget, Jake. I hate for you to put the spine a fine ass midget and be like, oh, I gotta take a light on your ass.
My only argument is,
I'm
I'm
not
not
take a light on her, huh? You gonna take a light?
What?
She fine as hell because she's so small. You gonna take a light on her? A fine ass little midget, huh?
A fine ass midget?
Yeah, you gonna take a light on her? Huh?
Hey, there's a saying. Hold on, Cody. If you're 18 years of younger, please don't listen to what the hell I'm saying. But there's a saying off of Friday. Fat bitches need love too, Craig. And I'm gonna say fat bitches need love too, Craig.
Stop treating Bryce like he, come on now.
Hey, but bro, look, come on, man. Like, listen, we can be real. Bryce Young, last year and the year before, he was getting tagged up behind these old lines, and
he was also running to grown men arms.
Are you gonna compare him to one Anthony Richardson, whose big ass stays hurt in the NFL? He's less injury prone than Jaden Daniels, who's been staying hurt. Dude, even Dish Stroud.
I ain't never seen Cam run into a grown man arms because he missed him, bro.
Yeah, well, right, yeah. I mean, Cam was built different, and we all know that.
Game was different as well.
But look,
right,
man.
Well, let me finish my statement, man.
Yeah.
Hey, look, player of the game. Some of y'all gonna hate this. He gonna redeem himself. Mike Jack. He gonna teach Tyler Shook why he should get right back on the bench, and they should be starting Rattler. Our defense is gonna show up once again. I don't think we gotta do too much. People are trying to say this is a trap game. We walk in your trap and take over your trap. There's nothing New Orleans can do to fuck us over if we don't stay focused. Bryce Young doesn't have to do too much. Honestly, when it comes to the running game, I think that we just should use all our running backs. It's time to see Trevor Etienne a little bit this game, just to give some of these guys some time to run and see what it is. And other than that, we got the best kicker in the NFC South, and we'll win the game by at least 7 points. Ball game.
Damn. All right. I like that. I like
Not many people can handle the RKO, to be honest with you, with that comment. That's a Randy Orton RKO. Come on now, you gotta be real with it.
Hey. Twan Don, give me your final score. Who wins in the play of the game, brother?
Panthers win because the Saints ain't trying to win.
Yeah.
Saints trying to get that number one pick. I mean, you're going to give your players away and then win? That would be stupid. Like some shit that we did in our past.
Yeah.
But, I don't do scores, man. I just say that we win. I'll start giving scores again when Bryce Young is off this fucking team. As long as he's on it, it could go either way, bro. It could go either way, man. But one of the things I did want to mention was when we were talking about quarterbacks earlier, Luke Kuechly was talking to some people in a like I think it was the same people that you showed earlier.
Yeah, we were talking. Yeah, the Move the Sticks podcast with Daniel Jeremiah
and Luke Kuechly, and they said, do you like any quarterbacks coming out of college? And he went in and he says that he loves Pavia out of Vanderbilt.
Yeah, Pavia's a dog.
Like he was pumping him up. Like he said, I've never seen a motherfucker like him, and the Carolina Panthers should consider going to go get him. I mean, he got hyped up for him, bro.
He said all that. He said the Panthers should go get him.
No. I can put the link up here.
No, I mean, it is what it is. Yeah, man. Did you give your player of the game, right, Twan?
Player of the game. I'm gonna go with Tut.
T-Mac, if he plays, his questionable
he may not be that Twan.
I think he's gonna play.
Yeah, I do too.
If he don't play, then Derrick Brown.
That's not bad. That's not a bad option at all.
Big facts. My dog Kyle, I appreciate you, brother.
Derrick Brown should get about. I'm gonna say he's gonna do something big and get 3 sacks.
3. I like that. I like that all day. Kyle, talk to me, brother. Give me your player of the game, final score, who wins.
First of all, shout out everybody still watching at 10:44 at night. Here on the East Coast. C3 is killing it. They're doing their shit every single week. Like, pay attention. This season's going to get interesting, and if you want an unbiased place to just pop your face up here, or pop a image up here and talk about how you feel, hop up in here. This is the place to do it. This is the platform. But for me, I think it's going to be a Rico show. I think that's all it's going to be, because Bryce Young is incapable of taking over a game, which is why the game plan is run first.
Run first. That's the truth, man.
Rico, run.
Run, Rico, run.
Get behind it.
Jake, my dog. Final score. Who wins? Player of the game.
28-14 our way. Player of the game is going to be Rico Dowdle, of course. I mean, the dude is amazing, red hot right now for our team. But real quick, I just want to say I appreciate everybody that's joined the panel. Thank y'all for making me a better podcaster. Thank you to even the haters that say I'm a Bryce hater. Thank you for making me a better podcaster. You still fuel my rage, my betterness, as you should say. And I just want to do a real shout out to Pickle said it before he left, to the Black and Blue Attack podcast. Make sure you subscribe on YouTube. And at the end of the day, I just want to say prayers up to, I think it's Marshawn Nealon, I believe it is. For the Cowboys. That is, I mean, when stuff like that happens and I see it, it really does. It does pull on the strings a good bit, because the dude was only 24 years old and he took his life ultimately. I don't know the whole story. I don't think a lot of us are going to know the whole story, but it's still a sad day when a 24-year-old, ultimately takes his life, and just ultimately prayers up to his family. And I'm really am praying.
Jake, so that's where they can hear you give your opinion. Is it Black and Blue?
Yeah, Black and Blue Attack podcast. What Pickle, Cole, and Diesel Skills got going right now.
Cool.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
Since we're talking about podcasts, I do want to say shout out to all the podcasts out there, man. All the guys that's putting in all this work. You know what I'm saying? It's real competitive in the Carolina Panthers podcast there. And I hope everybody does well. I really do. I'm not just saying that. Shout out to Pickle, and I hope those guys are successful at what they do. Cody always says, "Rising talls lift all boats." Got to get behind all of this and support.
That's it, man.
A lot of people like to come on shows and run their. A lot of people like to come on shows and run their mouth. Support though. Support these shows, man.
Yeah.
The people. You're not going. Everybody's not going to agree with everyone, man. Even on the shows.
Yeah.
With that being said, man, I'm going to announce something on the C3 podcast before I even announce it on my own show.
Oh shit!
I think it's incredible news, man. So you would have had to been here late to hear this, but I want y'all to welcome Poppin, newest member of the 704 Charlotte Bound Show, man.
I'm outside.
Shout out.
Here. You know what I'm saying?
I was waiting.
Awesome.
We just got stronger, bro.
I love it, Twan.
Yeah, man.
Hey, man, I love y'all though, because at the end of the day, it don't matter where I'm at. I'm always gonna be a Panther.
Nah, I love you too, Pop. I love every time y'all look. I said earlier, like I really do mean it though. When y'all get in here and we chat, it really does make me a better person, because we might not always agree on the same argument, But I love the argument. I really do. I mean, the back and forth, it makes me a better person. It really does.
It's just debating. And
yeah, debating. Yeah, you're right.
I used to call you Corona Man. So we got history. I just like, who's Corona Man over there?
Corona Man.
yeah. So I, you know what I mean? I'm kind of like, damn, I just gave you a nickname.
Right.
Or whatever, you know, but that's just how I vibe, you know what I mean? But man, listen, it don't matter race, color, politics, none of that matters when it comes down to football. You know what I'm saying? Everything else, stay in your house. You know what I'm saying? That's your house. I love talking to Carolina Panther fans, period. So I'm gonna show love no matter where I'm affiliated with. It don't matter. You know what I'm saying? You treat me with respect, I'm gonna treat you with respect. I love Carolina Panther fans, period. So
That's it,
you
man.
know, I always have my support. If you just started your YouTube channel, Pop gonna be a subscriber. Okay, that's just how I am.
Y'all gotta also come check out me and Pop. Like when the games are over, we do a new section now on 704 Charlotte Brown Show. It's called Pop and Twine Crashing Out. It's so fun, man. The people have picked up on it when we do it. All we do every time we win is go around and look at other team, the team we just beat, with their fans crashing the fuck out.
It's hilarious. Fans. I remember I was watching.
So it's not just us. These people are also going crazy too.
Yeah. It's just hilarious.
Yeah.
Yo. Green Bay, y'all fans need to step y'all game up because y'all are trash. Y'all don't support y'all team at all.
Hey, Pop, they went away, bro. They talk so much shit. This is a bye week. They literally got off of eggs. I don't know if they logged out or what it was, but I just remember so many media reporters talking about us saying that Packer fans literally went away when we beat
They did.
them.
They went to igloos and shit. Like, it was so depressing to like literally watch them talk. It was the lowest self-esteem I've ever seen out of any fan base so far. They do not represent their fucking team at all.
I think the Cowboys was
Y'all
worse.
No. As far as like representing your team and crashing out, they are the worst on the totem pole because they don't support their team at all. They don't travel. They're ready to fire their coach. But the Saints, we ready for y'all. We coming this week. Do not let us down, Saints fan. We will be somewhere in y'all chat waiting for y'all to crash out. Can't wait.
Yes, sir, man. Check out all the pods.
I don't think they're
going to just mention, man.
This loss.
All the fans.
I'm going to end my saying with a keep pounding, y'all, as always.
Pounding. My name is Cody Lashley. This has been another edition of the C3 Friday Free for All. We will be back this Sunday to react to the Carolina Panthers taking on the New Orleans Saints in the C3 postgame show with me, Tony, and CK. C3 Legion, keep pounding.